to be back in Las Vegas at the Cosmopolitan for the 20th edition of Power Slap, just the biggest and the baddest slap promotion on the planet. And tonight, the lightweight title is on the line. Feet chain, Power Slap 20. Trujillo versus Johnson is presented by Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. And we have a whole slew of them waiting to make the walk. For all of them, they know nothing is given, everything is earned in this sport. Welcome inside the world-famous Chelsea Theater at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas alongside former UFC welterweight Alan Jouban. I'm Dan Hellie, and not only do we have a championship on the line, we have a slew of #1 contenders and name brands waiting to make the walk.
Very much so. You know, it is EDC weekend here in Vegas, so you know it's a wild one. But anytime Power Slap's in town, you know we're going to bring the electricity. You spoke about the main card on this one. Just on the main card alone, 2 former title competitors trying to get back into the title reign right here with the win tonight. You look at the co-main event, Dorian Perez versus Nate Bernard, a title fight eliminator in the heavyweight division. It's all capped off with the title fight in the lightweight division.
Yeah, one of the best lightweights to ever do it. Robert Trujillo has absolutely owned this division. He's taken on Hayden Johnson, a guy who has impressed so much that he's fighting for a title in just his 2nd match, but he has an absolute dog to deal with in Trujillo.
Oh man, you talk about one of the best that we have ever seen in this sport. We're talking about Robert Trujillo. The offense, he's got the power for this division. On defense, he's the guy that stands tall, doesn't get rocked very often. A guy also that has been flawless in terms of never committed a foul in all of his fights here at Power Slap. He's looking for his 7th win in a row and going for his 2nd title defense.
And there has to be something special about this kid you call the concrete cowboy to get this shot so early in his career.
Hayden Johnson is the guy that has huge belief in himself. He told his father, one day I'm going to be competing in Power Slap. He did that. He went to the combine. He got an opportunity in his first ever outing. He got the 1st round knockout. He knew he'd be fighting for a title one day, Dan, just not this soon.
He is very, very confident going into just his 2nd career Power Slap match. Let's take a look at the Power Slap main card brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of Power Slap. Light heavyweights kicking off the main card is AJ Hintz, a former champ facing the undefeated Sabedra. Babyface, another former champ, looking to make a statement over Andrew Provost. And it's #1 and #2 at heavyweight. Dorian Perez and Nate Bernard in the co-main. The main event, of course, Trujillo's 2nd title defense against Hayden Johnson. Tonight's over-under totals are brought to you by Polymarket. Polymarket, the world's largest prediction market. And the over-under for total knockouts in our 8-match card is set at 4.5. 46% for the over 4.5, 54% for the under 4.5 knockouts on our card here tonight. For more on our massive heavyweight matchup for the co-main event, let's bring in the 3rd member of our broadcast crew, that, of course, the one and only Charlie Arnold.
And Dan, yeah, Nate Bernard and Dorian Perez, they both called this matchup inevitable. They said they have a lot of respect for each other. They've been friends for a long time, echoing this sentiment after weigh-ins yesterday, but said once they get on top of this Power Slap stage, it is all business. Both of them are expecting an all-out war. Now, Dorian Perez, he's the #1 ranked heavyweight, looking for another shot at gold. Saying he really took up the intensity of his workouts, and credited that to his younger brother, 14-year-old Isaiah, who he calls an absolute beast for pushing him to his limits. He says he really put a heavy emphasis on his lower body strength so he could match Bernard's power, saying he was repping out 800 pounds on the belt squat. He believes this match is going to go the distance, which will give him ample opportunity to showcase his entire skill set. Then there's Nate Bernard, #2 ranked heavyweight, who is equally as motivated by a potential title shot. The former college football player says he's used to staying in shape year-round, but really has been leaning into his golf game, calling it excellent rotational practice for Power Slap. He had a sudden death victory last fall, since then maintaining his post as security guard for the Buffalo Bills. And as far as Perez, he says that man has yet to be sat down. I hope to be the one to crack the code. Dan, back to you.
All right, Charlie, thank you very much. A look at our prelims. Middleweights Emmanuel Muniz set to go at it with Ryan Wallace. Luke Simons looking for the 5th win of his career against Nana Schultz. Bryce Jones takes on fellow heavyweight Brandon Wilson, and it's Baby Yoda against Glenn Hammerhands Hunter in our featured prelim. Let's take a look at the rules of Power Slap, brought to you by Gorilla Elixir, the official alternative beverage of Power Slap. For the striker, They must use a flat open hand to the cheek or a clubbing foul will be assessed. Feet must be grounded, no pivoting or stepping. A minor heel lift is allowed. You must declare a hand and a number prior to the strike. For the defender, no chin tucking or flinching. Flinching is absolutely massive. It's a potential point deduction, and the striker goes again. The defender does receive 60 seconds to recover after each strike. 2 fouls get you DQ'd in a 3-round match. It's 3 fouls in a 5-round match, and you're out. The defender does get 2 minutes to recover after they've been fouled. Power slap is using instant replay, and if there isn't a finish, we go to the judges' scorecards. Now, if a match ends in a draw, there will be one more match. The match will be scored solely on the additional sudden victory round. The winner of the extra round is the winner of the match. If that round ends in a tie, then the match goes in the books as a draw. These Power Slap stats are brought to you by 500 Casino. The odds just got real by the world's best crypto casino, 500 Casino. Here are the numbers. Through 361 Power Slap matches, the winner of the coin toss has gone on to win 52% of the time. And a new rule to remind you of from last year: if you miss weight or DQ in your previous match, you will now automatically forfeit the coin toss. Our first match of the night is on deck. California kid Manny Muniz, one of the most experienced strikers in the game, the former welterweight champ, has 3 title fights on the resume and is itching to get back into the championship mix. To get there, he'll have to get serious about the Joker, Ryan Wallace, back on the Power Slap stage for the first time in more than 2 years with a renewed focus and a refined swing. And with that, the table rises for the first time tonight. Our prediction odds brought to you by Polymarket, the world's largest prediction market. Muniz, the former champ, has a 74% chance to win. Former welterweight champion Emmanuel No Love Muniz brings the heat and refuses to go down, but if he wants to get his title back, he'll need to bring his A game against fellow American Ryan Wallace.
Emmanuel No Love Muniz is one of the most experienced welterweights in Power Slap. With 11 appearances, 6 wins, and a championship reign already on the resume, the Los Angeles striker has shared the stage with the best in the division, proving that he can go 5 hard rounds or end a match quickly by knockout. Across from him is Ryan the Joker Wallace, who returns after more than 2 years away from competition and refuses to see himself as an underdog. Wallace is a warrior, and after facing elite competition early in his career, he now gets the opportunity to make his biggest statement yet against a former champion. Coming up next, Emmanuel No Love Muniz takes on Ryan the Joker Wallace.
The Joker just pumped up to be back. Ryan Wallace returning after more than 2 years away from Power Slap. Moved his family from New York during Missouri during that time away. What did he do? He opened up a toy store in Branson, Missouri, and it is doing phenomenally well.
Yeah, he said he's killing it with the toy store, so he made the right decision there. You talk about his background. He's been a hard worker since he was a kid. He said he used to work in the fields at 11 years old to make money and go buy the things that he need. It gave him that type of working mentality. He's been out for 2 years, but he doesn't want to wait that long anymore. He feels there's openings here in the middleweight division, but eventually after this match and with the win, would like to drop down to the welterweight division and make some waves over there.
Emmanuel No Love Muniz, 3 title fights on the resume, has been a champion, competing now at middleweight for just the 2nd time in a row. Short notice call, Charlie, got the call just a week and a half ago.
Short notice, but he's been putting in that work since we last saw him in July. He said he changed up his diet and he put a focus on his gut health. He says he takes a shot of apple cider vinegar every morning. I laughed. He said, don't sleep on it. So guys, I'm gonna give it a try. I will report back. Now, No Love also has put a heavy focus on plyometrics and explosive movements. He says his body was fully primed to fight at 170. He was ready to make the cut, but when he learned this fight was moved to middleweight, he still said, anytime, any weight, I'm going to get the job done. So lots of confidence here from Emmanuel Muniz.
I'm surprised you haven't tried the apple cider vinegar every morning.
I've tried a lot of things, but that is just
You're the health-conscious person.
I'm a little crazy.
Give it a shot. You might need to chase it with something after. You know, another thing, Emmanuel Muniz, he's been in the sport for a very long time. One thing that he's also thrived in, he's been coaching as well. He did some coaching overseas, and he really took a lot from it. When you're looking at it from the outside perspective, you can get a lot more analytical and evolve your game. He looks to do that and level up here tonight.
Time now for the tale of the tape, Muniz and Wallace. You can see that Wallace coming in at the plus 260 dog is the older man, a slightly bigger neck. The hand size advantage goes to the underdog Wallace as well. Here's our power slap announcer, Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, the power is on. Welcome to V-Chain Power Slap 20. Trujillo versus Johnson, presented by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast. Live and free across the globe on YouTube. This match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap middleweight division and presented by Power Slap Shop. Introducing to you first in the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9.5 inches tall, weighing in at 185.5 pounds. Out of Kirbyville, Missouri, Ryan, the Joker, Wallace. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in officially at 185 pounds. Out of Los Angeles, California, he is the former Power Slap welterweight champion of the world, Emmanuel "No Love" Muniz. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Eric McMahon. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Ryan Wallace.
Tonight's fighter stats brought to you by 500 Casino. The odds just got real by the world's best crypto casino, 500 Casino. Fun fact, only 13% of our matches in Power Slap have ended by knockout on the first slap.
All right, to the center, to the center.
Shoulders down, bro. Chin up right there.
All right, here we go.
We're
Getting them
good right
all
there.
lined up.
Blue corner
Wallace.
won the toss and will strike first. Hand and count.
Right here now, 1.
Right hand on 1. Right hand on 1. You must measure.
First opportunity tonight
going on 1
for the underdog.
That's your measure.
Ryan looking for his first win here.
Good slap. Replay.
Muniz letting him know he's seen that before. This is Muniz's 12th Power Slap appearance. One of the most experienced guys on the roster.
Good slap. Good slap.
Little low right there. You see that? Didn't get the full hand. Look at that. Yeah, only got the top part of the hand involved.
Your point is a good one, though, about Emmanuel Muniz. He's been in 3 title fights. He's a former champion. He's gone 5 rounds with Anthony Blackburn twice. 5 rounds with Christopher Thomas before he knocked him out in the 5th.
We're good right there.
This guy is
Right
a
hand
dog.
on 3. Right hand on 3. You must measure.
See what
That's
Muniz
your
can do
measure.
right here. Wallace is 0-2 so far in Power Slap, and both of those ended by TKO.
1, 2. Good slap. Good slap.
Wallace did not like that one, Alan Joban.
You can see him fidgeting right before. I was worried that he was going to jump.
We're going to give him that round, okay? But
It was clean. Take a look at it right here. Racing for impact, clean shot, Emmanuel Muniz.
I mean, when you have 11 matches on the resume, you know exactly what you're doing. And sometimes I think guys like Emmanuel Muniz, they don't even come out of the gates as quickly as they should, right? They want to make sure everything's lined up. They want to make sure they're on target. and then they could bring the
Well,
heat.
if that was a feeler, then I worry to see what we get in the second round, because that was a powerful slap. The one thing I noticed on that one from Emmanuel Muniz was his eyes. Eyes wide open, focused on the target before and after the strike.
Right hand on 3. You must measure. That's a measure. 1, 2. Foul, clubbing.
Yeah, it looked
clubbing.
A little low.
It looked low. It looked a little too deep.
Watch this.
Take a look at this replay on this one. But it seemed like he was a little too deep on the shot, maybe even low again. Oh, on the neck.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was definitely the base of the hand. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
hit him
seen
almost
worse,
with the
but
wrist.
that wasn't good.
You got a minute and a half. Watch. No.
Oh. Yeah, it's more wrist than anything else from
Yeah.
that angle.
Not a lot. Just a little.
And even so, Muniz eats it very well.
Because he sits here like this.
So he's as tough as
So
they
go ahead, line
come.
up on me.
Foul, clubbing. Foul, clubbing. 1 point. 1 point. 1 point.
Well, this almost makes it that he has to survive this shot from Muniz and try to find a knockout, because I gave Muniz the first round.
Stay on that side, okay? Got it right here.
And with the foul, he is destined to lose this round if
Yeah.
Muniz just lands a clean shot.
I know. You want to go?
Muniz is saying he's ready to go.
Yes, because you're drifting down some. Okay, and he has a little bit of, all right, here we go.
He's got
Fight and recover.
Quiñones in his corner coaching. Bordeaux in the other corner. Both of these coaches doing an excellent job with the fighters thus far.
Hand and count. Right hand on 3. Right hand on 3. You must measure. That's your measure.
Does Muniz look for the kill shot or just look to land clean?
Yeah, I think he's looking to put it away right here. Try to put this match to bed. Ooh. Oh, got a wobbly.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk to me.
Now,
Look at me.
There you go. Now you're good.
The Butcher, he's such a good coach. It sounds like he's
You're good. Beautiful.
telling his dog to stay, but he's telling Wallace, just stay, which is great coaching.
Yeah.
Don't try and walk around and let them see you doing that walk,
Bring it
right?
up a little bit.
Stay safe. Stay
Yes.
put. Take a look at it here. Roof. Look at the legs. A little bit of a delayed reaction right there.
All right, 15 seconds.
So that was likely a 10-8 round with a
Go, you
point
got 10
deduction.
seconds.
Yep.
Fight and recover.
Right on 3.
Round 3 presented by Lucy Breakers, nicotine pouches with flavor that slaps harder and lasts
Hand
longer.
and count.
Right on 3.
Right hand on 3. Right hand on 3. You must measure.
Wallace
That's
going
your
on 3
measure.
again. Remember, he went on 1 in round 1, 3
Yeah.
in round 2.
2.
Needs a knockout here.
That could be another.
That might be a club.
Good slap.
Initially saying it was a good slap. They might take a review at it.
Look, you were too. Hey, no, I know. You were too close on the last one. So take another little step last slide. Mark just told me.
Yeah, he can't find.
yeah,
he
he's-
really can't find the target. You heard Muniz say to him, "You don't belong up here with me."
That
Fight
was
and recover to the center. Fight and recover.
that was
to
the words that
center.
came out of his mouth. He just feels like he's too experienced, and so far you're seeing that in this matchup.
It's a former champion
All right,
going
we're
up
good right
against a
there.
guy
Stop
who
move.
has yet to
Hand and
win on the
count.
Power Slap stage,
Right
back for
hand
the
on
first time
3.
in
You
2
must
years.
measure.
What does he
Right
do,
hand
Dan?
on
Does he take the
3.
easy win, or does he
That's
go
your
for the
measure.
knockout?
Dude, this is kill shot.
1, 2.
No love for Wallace.
4, 5.
He went for the kill shot on that one.
7, 8. Look at me.
Muniz is frustrated. He wanted the knockout there.
You're good. Thank you.
3 knockouts already on the resume for Emmanuel Muniz, trying to get another one, which would have been his first in almost a year when he knocked out Chris Thomas in the first round. Valiant effort hanging in there by the Joker, Ryan Wallace, but really no match for Emmanuel Muniz.
Yeah, you've got to feel good about that performance if you're Emmanuel Muniz. You ate all of the shots very well. 10-8 round in round number 2. Wobbled him a couple of times. Too dominant, too experienced for Ryan Wallace.
Yeah, he stumbled him almost every single time. And Wallace, with a yeoman's effort, just staying on his feet, really. I'll tell you what, our catchers, they're all over it tonight. Muniz making the move to middleweight. The official decision brought to you by Boo Mobile. Winning isn't random, it's built into who we are. Here's Justin.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-24 for the winner by unanimous decision, Emmanuel Nova Muniz.
He chalks up another win. That's win number 7 for Emmanuel Muniz. He will go back to his job working at Habit Burger in the Los Angeles area with another victory under his belt. This guy's been working at that job for the last 6 years, ever since he started. The former champion with another impressive performance. This top 5 light heavyweight.
Great featherweights light up the stage for UFC Fight Night.
Oh, that'll do it!
Sharpshooters Arnold Allen.
Absolute savage.
And Melquizael Costa.
This is a wild fight.
Trade blows in the main event. Plus, Duho Choi and Daniel Santos aim to give the judges a break. Don't miss the action.
It should be a barn burner.
On May 16th in Las Vegas, only on Paramount Plus.
This top 5 light heavyweight ranking brought to you by Dios Azul, the official tequila partner of Power Slap. Wolverine is the champion at light heavyweight. 2 guys who would like to be there real soon. Number 7, Luke Simons, and Jaden Anana Schultz looking to move on up and potentially challenge for the title. This is a very competitive division at light heavyweight, Allen. Our running hot moment brought to you by 500 Casino. Your hot streak starts now with a 500 Casino, the world's best crypto casino. Luke Simons taking on Garrett Blakesley at Power Slap 11. This was January of last year, and Simons taking care of business with the 2nd round knockout. This guy is a powerhouse. You can see he's a power lifter who loves to bring the power to the stage. Tonight's prediction odds brought to you by Polymarket, the world's largest prediction market. And this is almost dead even. Luke Simons with a 51% chance to win on Polymarket. Luke Lethal Strike Simons charges into Vegas with power and experience. He'll need both against the hard-hitting Aussie Jaden Anana Schultz, who looks to build on a fast start last March.
Luke Lethal Strike Simons has already proven he can win in different ways on the Power Slap stage, with 4 victories and 3 finishes to his name. A powerful light heavyweight with a 74.5-inch reach, Simons brings experience and bad intentions every time out, and now he looks to turn back one of the division's newest threats. Across from him is Jaden the Koala Fa'anana Schultz, an Australian striker with a rugby background and a perfect Power Slap record. After stopping Joe Perez in his debut, Fa'anana Schultz now gets a major step up in competition, and the chance to prove his fast start was just the beginning. Coming up next, Luke Lethal Strike Simons takes on Jaden the Koala Fa'anana Schultz.
Australian born with a dual citizenship in Australia and America, has been residing in the Bay Area, recently moved from Fort Bragg, California to Susanville, California, trying to build on that great start that he had in March.
Yeah, despite coming off a TKO win in his debut, though, Jaden Fa'anana Schultz says there are still some nerves heading into tonight because he didn't have an audience in March because his match was during the early prelims. So he is ready to make a statement with the room now full of eyes on him. To prepare for this match, he did it all. He was in the gym 3 to 4 times a week, lifting heavy, doing lots of cardio, which included running and swimming, and hitting the slap paddle held by his lovely girlfriend. Not to mention, he's been getting advice from some of the best with Pono Pow and Crazy Hawaiian, helping him with both his technique, and he is ready to get out there and do exactly what he came for, and that's to win.
Yeah, and Schultz is a guy that comes from that rugby background, and I feel like anytime we have competitors that make the transition from rugby into power slap, they do well. He spoke about it. I'm used to physicality. I'm used to collisions like this. I feel like I'm going to do well. I think he'll be just fine tonight in front of this live crowd.
Would love the knockout, but expects a battle, wants to climb the ladder the hard way. Luke, Lethal Strike Simons, the 29-year-old from Dallas, Texas, coming in with a 4-2 record. One of those wins over Alan Klingbeil, who has been a monster in power slap since the moment he stepped on stage. He has extensive athletic background, wrestling, football, baseball, a little basketball and cross country as well. He's also a very seasoned bodybuilder, did it for over a decade.
Yeah, 12 years to be exact. I mean, that's a long time, and you can see the frame on him underneath that t-shirt, looking like a very powerful man, and it shows and carries over in power slap. 3 of his 4 wins came by finish, so when he gets those wins, it usually doesn't go to the judges' scorecards, but also in his losses. In his 2 losses, his last 2 outings, those didn't go to the judges' scorecards as well, so he needs to clean that thing up tonight.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. The Koala and the man they call Lethal Strike, Luke Simons. 1 year separates these 2 men in age. Next size advantage to the underdog, Fa'anana Schultz. Hand size a ½ inch bigger as well, as Schultz tries to improve on his undefeated record. Here's Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap Light Heavyweight Division and presented by the Chelsea in the Cosmopolitan, Las Vegas. Introducing to you first in the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 204 pounds. Out of Susanville, California, he is the #9 ranked light heavyweight contender in the world. Hayden, the Koala, Banana Schultz. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 206 pounds. Out of Dallas, Texas, he is a #7 ranked light heavyweight contender in the world. Luke Lethal Strike Simons. Let's go! And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Jason Herzog. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Luke Simons.
I was hoping he was going to say it again for you.
Polymarket, the world's largest prediction market.
Dan Schultz is nicknamed the Koala. I don't know. Okay, I mean, I know he's from Australia. I kind of take koalas as a bit more of a cute, cuddly animal. I saw you with a picture recently cuddling with a koala, right?
Yeah, it clogged me on the way out, though. They could be dangerous.
Okay, so they're fierce at times.
A little bit down.
His chin out.
This one basically
mean.
pick them.
Charlie's saying they're pretty mean.
Right hand on 3, you said, right? Give me a measure. Right hand on 3 with a measure. Right hand on 3. Right on 3.
Simon's going on 3. 1 first-round knockout on the resume already against Tim Thomas back in December of 24.
Powerful guy right here, Simons.
Fair blow.
Nice strike. Looked slightly low on the chin.
I think it's safe to say that Koala felt that one.
Yeah, it almost seemed like his eyes went cross-eyed for a split second.
Hey.
They did.
Yeah.
Is that from his ear?
Gathered himself after this blow.
That's the toughness that you speak about, that rugby toughness you get. Playing rugby, you're used to the contact.
Yeah, used to collisions.
You get him?
Good recovery right there by Schultz.
Deep breath. We'll put it on him right here, okay?
Schultz said that he believes his chin will hold up better in this war, and so far, so good.
And coming into this fight, rather, with some momentum. You know, he fought just 2 months ago Got a second round TKO in that one.
That was against Jose Perez Jr.
Right on 3 with a measure. Right on 3. That is your measure.
Look at the intensity right there, Simons.
Right on 3.
Preparing for impact.
1.
He's been knocked out twice.
Let's go.
2.
Let's go.
There was
Review for flinching.
Yeah, it looked like a flinch.
He either leaned into it or leaned away, but he did move the target.
You know, he was following the windup with his eyes, and I feel like that could have hurt him.
Watch.
Yeah, he ducked into
Can we get another shot head on as well? I'd like to see his eye contact. Oh, it might have been clubbing on.
Well, when they call the flinch, everything else is off the table because you could be clubbing because of the flinch.
Correct,
right?
correct.
I said review for flinching.
They're taking a look at it right now as we speak.
Hey, listen. You dipped your head, right?
Yeah.
That's why this went a little bit deep. If you do that again, it's flinching. Do you understand? Okay? Thank you, sir. Fair blow!
Oh, they get a warning on this one.
A warning.
Let's go. Time.
You're here.
Usually
Let's go.
the discretion of the official as to when they take a point.
That was huge for him.
Which hand and what count? Right hand on 3. Is he set? Right hand on 3 with a measure. Right hand on 3.
Simons is amped up, playing to the
Right hand
crowd,
on 3. Give us a measure.
puffing out the chest.
Simons had a nice shot in that first round, Dan. See if he could finish things off. Try to stumble Schultz here.
2. Fair blow.
And I tell you what, I think Jiden was onto something when he talked about his chin.
Yeah.
He said he expected this to be respectful but violent.
Sounded like a firecracker when it landed. Schultz ate it very well, though.
Right? Bring it down. We're going to set that palm right in his mouth. Okay? Drive right through him. Move out of here. Okay? You good? Breathe him in. Okay, I need you to focus.
You saw the graphic earlier for Simons.
Yeah, you got to get hit again,
5
right?
of his 7 matches had ended by knockout, whether he's been on the winning end or the losing end. So he is an all or nothing type of slapper.
We'll get you set right here. Which hand and what count? Right on 3. Stand by. Is he good? Right on 3.
Close round number 1. I kind of lean towards Simons in that one. Schultz is going to need something big right here.
Right on 3.
Even things up.
2.
Well, he was talking to him.
Well, he kept saying, I'm moving.
Is he trying to play little mind games here? I'm moving, trying to force a club.
Luke, focus. Hey, focus. You got to hit this shit. Go get some chalk.
Simon's spending more time talking to Dana than he is getting the hands chopped up.
Got a little head movement on that one. Might have been the more powerful blow for Schultz in round 2. If my scorecards, how I'm looking at it, are correct, I've got it all tied up here going into the final round.
Okay, time out. All right.
Round 3 presented by Lucy Breakers, nicotine pouches with flavor that slaps harder and lasts longer.
Okay. That's what that means. Okay. You moved into him, right? You lifted your foot and you pivoted in. You got to keep your feet down when you do your strike. Okay. That's a point deduction. All right. Okay. Upon review, we had a stepping foul. We have a 1-point deduction. 1 point stepping foul. 1 point stepping foul. Okay. So you're winning.
First stepping foul of the night.
Let's go. Luke, you're good.
Wow, that's...
Yeah, because I gave that round to Schultz, but you take a point deduction, that makes it a 9-9 round.
Look at your feet. Keep your feet.
You can't step or pivot, but you are allowed a minor heel lift. That's one of the most brutal stepping fouls I've seen called in the history of power slam.
With a measure right on 1.
Herzog said that he pivoted and then lifted his foot.
With a measure right on 1.
Gave him a warning, but still took the point.
Right on 1.
Whoa!
Wow.
Fair blow.
Man, it's like an echoing sound. The power of Luke Simons
is built of granite.
Let's knock him out, okay? We lost that round. Okay, so we're down. Look at me. Look at me. Knock his ass out now, okay? I need your whole hand in there. I need your palm set right in his mouth, okay? And I need you to drive all the way through. Everything you got right now on this shot. This is the last one, okay? Go put it on him. Go finish it. It's fine. It's fine. Keep your feet down, okay?
Hey, this is the last one.
We're about knocking him out, okay?
Do not move your head.
Good, clean shot. Drive all the way through him. Finish it right now.
And I think that's great coaching right there from Bordeaux. In my mind, I gave Schultz round 2, but it was a point deduction, which would make it a draw. If he would win this round, it would make it a draw, rather. But you don't know. You don't know who the judges are looking at. You've got to go for the kill right here, try to knock Simons out.
Right on 3 with a measure, right on 3. Right on 3.
He's going for the knockout, but he has to be careful
right on
not
3, that's your measure.
Not to be penalized again with stepping.
No. 1.
He's talking to him.
Still saying no.
2.
Oh! The koala sinks his claws into him.
4. 5. Come to me. 6. Come to me, Luke. 7. 8. Hey, right here. Fair blow.
Well, is that a 10-8 with a drop?
I would think so.
Come here. Just stand right here. Stand right here. You're good. You're a little fucked up. Stay right here. Stay right here. Hey, right here. Hold him. Thank you.
We're dropping right there, so hang on here. Let's see.
Okay,
The best eat of the night presented by Wiener Schnitzel.
But we'll just let you get yourself together, okay? You're a little fucked up.
Good coaching. Being honest with the fighters right here. You look at that. Simons was trying to get into his head, but Schultz was the one that rattled the brain right here. Sat him down. His best strike yet for Hayden Schultz. We'll see if it was enough.
Look at Simons getting back with that wry smile on his face, and Jason Herzog letting them know that he was a little messed up on that one. This is going to be interesting
scoring, right? I had it round 1, 10-9 Simons. Round 2, 9-9. And round 3, Schultz, a 10-8, dropping him.
The official decision brought to you by Boom Mobile. Winning isn't random. It's built into who we are. Here's Justin.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored the contest 28-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Luke Lethal Strike Simons.
So Luke Lethal Strike Simons pulls it out, wins because of the foul. A very impressive performance by both men, staying on their feet. Schultz finally able to drop Simons in the 3rd round, but didn't get the KO, so it's not enough. And Simons improves to 5-2 in Power Slap. He started with 4 straight wins, coming off 2 knockout losses, makes amends here tonight, and seemed to struggle with his weight cut, but you can see the emotions pouring out of him as he makes his way to the back. Tomorrow, featherweights take center stage when Arnold Almighty Allen looks to slow down oncoming Brazilian Melquizael Costa. That and more tomorrow, only on Paramount Plus. Our co-main event participants are in the building. They call him disturbing the peace from his days working as a security guard at the Mexican border. These days, Dorian Perez is disturbing his opponents, looking for a 3rd straight win that could catapult him into title contention once again. The Buffalo Soldier looking for the same thing. Nate Bernard leans on his physicality as a former college football player, which is translated into knockouts in 2 of his 3 wins. Now he's focused on enjoying the moment, something he believes will pay dividends. How about the social media explosion for Power Slap? More than 30 million social followers, 30 billion views across all platforms, more followers than NASCAR, the PGA Tour, the National Hockey League.
Major League Soccer, and the X Games. 350 videos with more than 10 million views. That is crazy. Going to be back at the Chelsea, our new home in Las Vegas for years to come, and the party is just getting started on this Friday night. It's an all MMA showdown as Bryce Just Hands Jones returns, looking to remind the heavyweight division why he started 3-0. Standing in his way, South Africa's Brandon PK Wilson. Bryce Just Hands Jones has spent years chasing this platform, and every setback has only sharpened his purpose. After building a new life in Las Vegas and fighting his way onto Power Slap, Jones now steps back in with a chance to show his first loss was only a detour. Across from him is Brandon PK Wilson, who grew up boxing in South Africa before moving to the United States to fulfill his dreams. The undefeated amateur boxer believes this opportunity is his biggest one yet, and he's ready to make an immediate impact against a proven heavyweight. Coming up next, Bryce Just Hands Jones takes on Brandon PK Wilson. Here's the 28-year-old Brandon Wilson. Tonight's walkout's brought to you by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram. Wilson grew up in small town on the Eastern Cape of South Africa playing rugby, transitioned to MMA and boxing where he is undefeated in both as an amateur. A year and a half ago, moved to South Dakota where he's been working in maintenance on hog barns, working on welding, electrical, and plumbing. Multifaceted.
Yeah, and you spoke about his combat sport background. 6-0 in amateur MMA, 2-0 in amateur boxing. He also said that when he was training MMA, he would spar rounds with the former UFC middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis. So you know that's got to give him a lot of confidence that he's been in there on the mat with the best guys in the world, stood toe-to-toe with them, making his appearance, his debut here tonight. It's got to give him a lot of confidence. He speaking about his opponent, Bryce Jones, jokingly he said this, but he said this might be his retirement fight. He feels like he's going to use that power and experience in combat sports to knock him out tonight.
This could be a first in Power Slap history. Bryce Just Hands Jones, a former state bowling champion, and his story's phenomenal. Moved to Las Vegas with less than $300 in his pocket, has been working as a security guard, as a dispensary for the last several years, and he came in to Power Slap on fire, starting out with 3 straight wins.
It's eye-hand coordination, right? It's like darts. Maybe it's not a contact sport, but he's a bowling champion. He's got the coordination down. One thing I like that he told us, he's going to mix up his timing, his speed, change up the count that he's going to strike with the further this fight goes. That shows a little bit of experience right there. He wants to try to offset things against the newcomer Brandon Wilson, utilize some of that experience. He started off his career 3 straight wins, suffered his first TKO loss in his outing, trying to right the wrong in this matchup.
Time now to take a look at the tail of the tape. 9 years older is Bryce Jones. He is 1 inch taller. The hand size advantage significant. 1.5 inches to Brandon Wilson. This one is even as they come. It's a pick-up. Here's Justin.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap heavyweight division and presented by Wolfpack, the official bag of Power Slap. Introducing to you first in the blue corner. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 259 pounds. Out of Mitchell, South Dakota, Brandon PK Wilson. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 261 pounds. Out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Bryce Just Hands Jones. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Kerry Hadley. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Bryce Jones.
Wolfpack.com offers high performance, customizable bags and backpacks designed for those
All right,
who
here
are
we go,
making their
man.
mark. Shop now at Wolfpack.com.
Get your feet set.
So the more experienced competitor, Bryce Jones, starts things off tonight, wins the coin toss. We'll see if the trend can continue where the more experienced guys
Shoulders down.
are
Just
getting the
right
wins
there.
over the debuters.
Hand and count. Reds won the toss.
You got a shoulder though, bro.
Hey, a little bit down. Right there. Chin. Right there. Okay, hand and count, red.
Right hand on 3.
Okay, right hand on 3. Right hand on 3.
All right, going on 3, you can see the
There's your
experience
measure.
from Jones saying, hey, let's get his shoulders down. I want my target here. He's won one of his 3 matches by knockout.
1, 2.
Oh, that looked like it wrapped
Fair
around
blow.
his head.
Move. I know. Okay, you got to quit moving.
Initially, they call it a fair blow.
Good. They're gonna call it. They're gonna call it. I know. You're all right. Don't. You're all right.
Might be some movement on the side of Brandon Wilson.
Either that or a club.
gotta
it's going to
come-
be one of
when
the
you
2, I
measure,
would
come back.
imagine.
You gotta take a step back, right? So it's good.
And it looks like Bryce Jones might have hurt his hand on that one, hitting
here
the
we
side
go.
of the head.
After review. Foul, clubbing red, 1 point red, clubbing. 1 point red, clubbing.
I initially thought they were warning Wilson about movement.
But take a step back. You're too
It was
deep.
Bryce
On your measure,
Jones.
you're too deep.
Didn't
All
find his target.
You know what to do.
So 1 slap, 1 point deducted for
get your
Bryce
foundation
Jones,
and
not the
brace.
way that
Get
he
locked
wanted
in
to
and
start
brace,
here
right?
tonight.
Hey, and take a step back on your next one.
So he seems to be struggling with that right hand.
Yeah.
We have seen competitors in the past switch hands, but generally when you go with your offhand, you're lacking power.
I mean, to get a point deduction and injured hand,
Make sure we're straight.
bit of a slap in the
here we go,
face.
Red.
Yeah, that's a double kick.
Fighters
Falls
recover.
short.
So right there, we're good right there.
See what Brandon Wilson can do in his debut.
This one right there. There we go.
A lot of combat sports experience, boxing, MMA, trained with Dricus Duplessis before.
Chin up, chin up.
Right there.
We asked him how he
Don't
did.
raise
He
your
goes, you know what, I
shoulders.
did
Do not
pretty
raise your
well.
shoulders.
It was a
Okay,
long
blue,
time
hand and
ago,
count.
but that's impressive nonetheless.
Okay, right hand on 1. You must measure. Right hand on 1.
1-on-1.
There's your measure. Shoulders down.
Going on 1 in his debut.
Stop. You got to get your shoulders down.
Oh,
You're gonna cause
Bryce
him to
Jones
look
doing
right
the
there.
exact thing
Do
that
not
Wilson
move.
was doing when he
Stay
corrected
right
him on
there.
his posture.
Okay, I know you're trying not to, but don't. Okay, right there. Now get set. Shoulders down.
Fair play.
Right there. Okay.
What's that hand? What's the count?
Right hand on 1. Here's your measure. There's your measure.
Wilson just seems powerful. We're about to find out.
Oh, you called it, Joe Van. Sits him down with 1 swing.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, walk here. We're good.
That's it.
We're good.
His eyes certain, his hands certain. Brandon PK Wilson. What a debut here in Vegas.
One and done finish, just like that, baby. He showed the chin and the power.
Tonight's Monster Knockouts brought to you by Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. He is country strong, Joe Ban.
He is, and coming out here, you know, he was worried about competing in front of an audience, but it takes some balls to come out here, not only compete in front of an audience, but in your debut, slap on 1. Confidence that he would find the target, felt good about his power, and the power delivered tonight, sitting down the veteran Bryce Jones.
I'm trying to remember if he's the one that we were talking to in the meeting who was making his debut about taking the measure and really taking all 3 full swings. And then he just ended up going on 1. That was filthy.
You know, there was something about the way that he walked back up to the podium and his body language right there. And then when they were adjusting, let's take a look. You were working, I was just admiring.
You're just smiling. The official decision is brought to you by Boom Mobile. Winning isn't random, it's built into who we are. Here's Justin.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kerry Hadley calls a stop to the match in round number 1, declaring the winner by TKO, Brandon PK Wilson.
I'm here with the winner, Brandon Wilson. That is how you do it. What a debut. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like I could have put a bit more power behind it, but I was focusing on the accuracy, landing it. I didn't want any fouls. So I was just aiming for a clean, good smack. To all my South African supporters back home, all my friends and supporters here in America, love you guys. This is only the beginning. Osh, Isaac.
Listen, I love what you're saying here, putting more power behind it, but there was some serious power in that one. I mean, you knocked the guy out. What more could you ask for?
No, I know I had a lot more in me. The people that were training with me know that as well. I could have done much better, but this is only the beginning. Next time, load shedding my pal.
It is only the beginning, and you know, as far as what's next, what do you want to be next? How quickly would you like to return to action?
Well, the next event, as soon as possible. I think it's July 10th or something like that.
It is.
I'm down, I'm in, I'm ready to rock steady.
All right, Power Slap 21, calling his name. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Brandon Wilson.
That post-fight interview brought to you by 10X. Feel the power of precision with 10X Health. Go to 10xhealthsystem.com. He is ready, wants to go to battle again in July, and it's the first time I've seen a guy who gets a knockout on his first laps, and I should have brought a little more power.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with it. He felt like he was holding back, so it just shows what is possibly in store the next time we see Brandon Wilson.
Look out, heavyweights tonight. Celeb Camp brought to you by Supershore, the official small and medium business insurance partner of Power Slap. Go to supershore.com. That is Taylor Lewan of Bustin' with the Boys fame.
Osborne here. We're at Power Slap 20. The energy is live. Let's go.
Thank you, O'Day Osborne. UFC's finest.
Steve will do it. We're here at Power Slap.
And this is Steve Will Do It in the house. The most historic sporting event of all time in less than a month as the UFC takes over the nation's capital for UFC Freedom 250. 2 title fights. Topuria versus Gaethje, plus Alex Pereira taking on Cyril Gane. The world-famous Octagon touches down on the south lawn of the White House on Sunday, June 14th. You cannot miss this once-in-a-lifetime event. All you need is a subscription to Paramount+. Brian Baby Yoda Scambler's debut could not have gone any better, and now the wrestling coach looks to stay perfect against another standout combat sports athlete in Glenn Hammerhands Hunter. Brian Baby Yoda Scambler has built his life around coaching, competing, and chasing titles across multiple grappling styles. Now at 155 pounds, he says he feels faster, stronger, and ready to turn Power Slap into his next championship pursuit. Across from him is Glenn Hammerhands Hunter, a lifelong combat sports athlete with a Muay Thai, MMA, kickboxing, and wrestling background. Armed with the resilience forged from a martial arts lifestyle, he returns with hard-earned experience and one goal: to prove he belongs. Coming up next, Brian Baby Yoda Scambler takes on Glenn Hammerhands Hunter. Tonight's walkouts are brought to you by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram. This is Hammerhands Glenn Hunter Jr., 34 years old. residing in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with his 5 pit bulls. They keep him motivated, he says, and he is extra motivated. After his debut, he said, I was hesitant, I was anxious, I only threw it about 80%. Tonight, I'm going full bore. You can expect a 100% slap right out of the gates from him.
Yeah, and you can't fault him for that. You come in here on your debut, and a lot of guys are just thinking, I want to go clean. I want to make sure everything lands. Look at our last competitor, Brandon Wilson, saying that was only like 80%. I didn't go 100. Well, Glenn Michael Hunter Jr. did that in the last outing, didn't get the knockout, but then he got caught after that. Now, just a note, he got caught by Hayden Johnson, the Concrete Cowboy. He's fighting for the championship belt tonight, so it was a tough competitor, but he's got another tough matchup tonight against Brian Scambler.
Baby Yoda Brian Scambler found out early this week he would have a new opponent. Man, if his first match was any indication, this guy's going to be a problem at lightweight. He was one and done at 170, so he drops down to 155. He was the assistant wrestling coach at the University of Arizona Club Wrestling Team. He left to focus on his coffee company, where he has gone from barista to CEO. Impressive guy.
That's quite the step up in the company. So. He's got 2 brick and mortars, 1 mobile location. His Dos Bros Coffee is killing it right now, and he's also killing it in the athletic department. This guy's a 12-time All-American. He said 12-time All-American. Please explain. 5-time Greco, 3-time Jiu-Jitsu, 1 time in catch wrestling, 1 time in Sambo, and 1 time in beach grappling. That sounds like a lot of fun, but he comes from a background. And look out if this guy wins for the backflip celebration.
Beach grappling, I guess that's big in California. Got to get into that as we take a look at the tail of the tape. 6 years older is Scambler, who's coming in as the -235 favorite over Glenn Hunter. He is motivated and ready. Here's Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap lightweight division and presented by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast. Introducing to you first in the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 8.5 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Glenn Hammerheads Hunter. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Out of Phoenix, Arizona, he is a number 10 ranked lightweight contender in the world. Brian Baby Yoda Scambler. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Chris Tione. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Brian Scambler.
Boom Mobile, winning isn't random, it's built into who we are.
Brian Scambler, first round knockout in his debut. Glenn Hunter, first round loss by KO in his debut. Now Brian Scambler, Baby Yoda, is 40 years old. He's been grappling his entire life.
Shoulders down. Traps down.
So far done very well in his power slap career.
Relax.
Scambler's just a stud in this sport. I'm actually a little worried for Hunter here. This could be 2 one-and-dones in a row for Baby Yoda.
Yeah, when you get the power hitter who wins the coin toss, got to make Hunter pretty nervous.
That's your measure.
Oh my God!
That's it!
I knew it! Scambler is an animal!
Wow. Scambler's never been hit yet. As long as he's winning the coin tosses, he's knocking people out.
Glenn Hunter doesn't know what planet he's on.
We might have a new title contender in the 155-pound division. Brian Scambler's an animal.
He is so good, so strong. The combat sports background, you saw this one coming from a mile away. The
Get Truck Slap of the Night brought to you by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram.
Take a look at this vicious knockout, bracing for impact. He got all of that one. Look at him. I mean, he's out right there. You see the breathing. Does he hit the, yeah, hits the podium, goes down.
Yeah, podium check. Skechers were up. He was on his back in about 2.2 seconds.
Oh. I think Brian Scambler is going to be on everyone's radar if you're in the lightweight division. 2-0 so far, 2 knockouts, both in the first round. Comes from that grappling background, and he's showing the physicality from it here in the power slap.
Well, just think about this for a minute as we look at Dana's reaction.
Yeah.
Scambler.
Oh, there's the backflip. Sorry, Dan.
Oh, that was sweet. I missed that. Just an athlete. An all-around athlete is Brian Scambler.
I mean, we have to see what happens tonight in the main event, right? But not a lot of guys are looking to step up and fight a guy like Robert Trujillo, the champion.
It's not a deep division in lightweight. You have a guy who's fighting for the title tonight with just one match on the resume.
One match, Hayden Johnson.
Scambler has 2.
Exactly. I mean, and you have to look at the impressiveness of this type of performance. This certainly warrants him to take that step up next.
The official decision is brought to you by Boom Mobile. Winning isn't random, it's built into who we are. Here's Justin.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Chris Tione calls a stop to the match in round number 1, declaring the winner by knockout, Brian Baby Yoda Scambler.
I'm here with the winner, Brian Scambler. 2-0 in power slap, both first round knockouts. You have never been hit before. How are you feeling?
I haven't been hit on this stage, but I've been hit before. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling
Okay, not on this stage though.
Yes, sir.
How long can we keep that going? I mean, as long as you keep winning the coin toss, is this an inevitable finish for you?
That's what the plan is. That's what I'm working for.
What goes through your mind before you deliver a ferocious slap like that?
This man's going to sleep. I have anvils for hands. They're coming for you.
Did you manage to get a look at Dana White's reaction to that one?
Yes, ma'am, I did. Gave him a little salute, too. That was awesome. What's up? When can I fight next again? I'm ready next month. What's up?
So a few more weeks, you want another spot?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. I mean, I think no one would have an issue with that. You keep delivering finishes like that one. Congratulations, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by knockout, Brian Scambler.
If he's not calling for the title shot, I'm calling for the title shot.
Yeah.
What would it be like to see this man and Robert Trujillo standing face to face on the power slap stage?
You know, we often have to educate people and let you know the coin toss winner doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to knock the guy out on the first one, but you have somebody like Brian Scambler. He's knocking everybody out. 2-0, 2 knockouts, 2 first-round hits, and he hasn't taken any damage yet as long as he's winning these coin tosses. This guy's an All-American in grappling. He's been grappling his entire life. And that ability and that strength from that at 40 years old, Dan, at 40 years old, putting on these type of performances, we have to see what happens in the main event tonight, but this is a guy that could be next in line.
40 years young, Alan.
40 years, yeah. I mean, he's
40 years
young, younger than us.
The reaction from the crowd was wild.
There's a lot of people in the crowd that have probably never seen knockouts like this. Look at Dana and Hunt. There's 2 people that have seen a lot of knockouts, but so impressive, that type of performance.
Baby Yoda getting it done. Striker Arrivals brought to you by Dios Azul, the official tequila partner of Power Slap. Here is the champion in the lightweight division. Robert the Real Deal Trujillo has been here since the beginning. Waiting for a worthy challenger. 6 straight wins, including 2 straight title fights. The New Mexico native has been wanting some fresh blood, and it has arrived tonight. His name is Hayden Johnson. Exactly 1 win under his belt, and it came in dominating fashion in his debut. Now he steps into the lion's den against one of the best in the sport. He is well aware of the challenge that lies ahead and prepared to shock the world. The time has arrived. If you're watching anywhere else other than Power Slap on YouTube or Power Slap on Facebook, get there with the quickness, because the main card for Power Slap 20 starts right now.
V-Chain Power Slap 20, Trujillo versus Johnson, is presented by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram. Estrella Jalisco, an authentic Cerveza Dorado and the official beer of Power Slap. MGM Rewards, live from the Chelsea at the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas as the official home of Power Slap. And Lucy Breakers, nicotine pouches with the longest lasting flavor in the game. Bite the capsule to unlock the flavor. Visit lucy.co/stores to find a retailer near you.
V-Chain Power Slap 20, Trujillo versus Johnson is presented by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast. 4 fights down and 4 to go, including a lightweight championship showdown. It's a main card littered with top contenders and title eliminators, veterans of the sport who could be one slap away from vying for a belt. It's the former champion AJ Static Hintz. He has faced and beaten some of the best in Power Slap, but he better be ready for the sport's next wave of strikers, including Esteban the Prince Sabedra.
Former light heavyweight champion AJ Static Hintz meets the unbeaten Esteban the Prince Sabedra, who welcomes the former champ with an open hand.
AJ, I think he had a good run at the very beginning of Power Slap, but now his time is over, and now it's my time to show the world that I will come up on top.
So being a former champion, coming into a match with a 1-0 call him prospect, you know, it's not ideal, but I didn't do well my last match. It's been a while since I've been in the win column, gotten any knockouts, so I figured I'd come in and get the fans talking again, give them what they want to see.
Hintz has been part of Power Slap since the very beginning, building a 6-win resume that includes knockouts of Vernon Cathy, Russell Rivero, and Frank Holland, among others. A former champion with experience across multiple divisions, Static brings pressure, power, and a long history of big fight moments.
My last match, you know, it didn't go the way I wanted, so it's actually been a while since I got to slap somebody, and funny enough, the last person I got to slap was Esteban's uncle, Azael, so just kind of keep it in the family, but this time we're going to knock him out.
Sabedra arrives with a 1-0 Power Slap record and a striking foundation built through years of Muay Thai training in San Diego. After earning a decision win over Mirza Bahamovic in his debut, the Prince now gets the chance to fast-track his rise by taking out one of the most experienced names in the division.
Power Slap saw something in me that, in order for me to go immediately against the former champ. And tonight I will be showing the rest of the world.
The Prince Esteban Sabedra coming in with a Muay Thai background and a 1-0 record in Power Slap. You heard AJ Hintz mention it. His uncle Azael Rodriguez has been in the sport since the very beginning, and he is uber confident going into this one.
Yeah, not a bad person to have as your uncle, maybe a mentor, a bit of a coach, if you will. It's been nearly a year since San Diego native Esteban Sabedra made his winning debut. He says he's been getting recognized here and there, which he hopes increases with another win tonight. Now, he works as a behavioral therapist. He says one of his students recognized him saying, "Can you slap me? I know I can take it." Now, Sabedra, being the consummate professional, did not take him up on that, but he is ready tonight to unleash on AJ Hintz. Prince is aiming for a first-round knockout and says if that does not happen, then it's clear he did not train hard enough. I like that mentality.
Yeah, you look at Sabedra. This is a guy, I was looking at his Instagram. This guy's benching 110-pound dumbbells, right? He's got power. He's the guy that can get the job done. Obviously, he's 1-0 in his Power Slap career, and he feels like going into this matchup, even though he's going up against a former champion in AJ, he doesn't feel AJ is the same guy he used to be.
There's
There's the familiar smile, that wry little smile from AJ Static Hintz, the former champion, won the belt, defended the title, and then went 5 hard rounds with Wolverine mid-2023. One of the biggest names in the sport during that time frame, but he's had a lot going on away from the power slap stage. 4 kids at home. His mom passed away about a year ago, left him the family house. He's been fixing that up. And unlike when he was the champion, when he would literally just get off the couch and come in here for a match, he's been taking his training a lot more seriously than when he started his career.
Yeah, he's been busy at home. You know what else he's been busy with? Watching Mortal Kombat. The guy comes in with a Mortal Kombat light up cup, and I had to ask him about it right away. He said he watched the movie 3 times just this week alone. Now, I know sometimes going into fights, you want to watch a movie that inspires you. I'll go watch 300 or Gladiator or Bloodsport. No, it's Mortal Kombat for him. He's infatuated with it. He loves the character Smoke in that movie. He also talked about some of the subtleties in this sport. He says a lot of guys are trying to kind of cheat in those gray areas, rolling with it, shrugging the shoulders. He's having none of it. He feels like he's going to come in here, have a clean performance, and get back in that win column again.
The 4 big shows, I like to watch Anchorman. The Tail of the Tape brought to you by Estrella Jalisco, an authentic Cerveza Dorado, and the official beer of Power Slap. AJ Hintz is 1 year older. You can see the hand size advantage goes to Sabedra. Surprisingly, it's a pick'em in this one. Hintz coming in with a ton more experience, 9 more matches. Justin Bernard, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the power is on! Welcome to V-Chain Power Slap 20, Trujillo versus Johnson, presented by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast, live and free across the globe on YouTube. This match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap Light Heavyweight division and presented by Boom Mobile, powering your connections. Introducing to you first in the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 204.5 pounds. Out of San Diego, California, Esteban, the Prince Sabedra. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. He stands 5 feet 7.5 inches tall, weighing in at 206 pounds. Out of Adams, Wisconsin, AJ Static Hintz. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Eric McMahon. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, AJ Hintz.
Polymarket, the world's largest prediction market.
To the center, to the center.
All right, so Hintz going to strike first. He's only had 1 match a year in each of the last 2 years, 5 in 2023. 3 of those were title fights.
Yeah, and that's what Sabedra was alluding to, that AJ Hintz came on the scene very strong, was one of the top guys, a champion, had a lot of knockouts, and that has started to fade. AJ looking to get back in that win column and look to get some knockouts once again. Really digging into the ground is Hintz.
1.
Slow measure. Oh, Hintz is back, ladies and gentlemen.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk to me. Walk to me. We're good.
He looks good. It might have been some of that experience right there. Very slow measure, very slow wind up, and then like a firecracker, AJ Hintz unloads.
Yep, we got to time it just right, okay?
Nice shot. Sits down Sabedra.
He draws back, I'll let you down, okay? All right,
take the glasses off to slap.
So Sabedra comes over to the chalk stand, puts on his glasses so he can get a good look at the knockdown shot that Hintz landed.
All right, 10 seconds.
Huh. I don't know if I've seen that before.
I've definitely never seen it before, and I've done all 20 of these.
Look at the defense right here of Hintz. I mean, he is bedding down against that table.
Is this height good for you?
Hintz is getting really low.
Yeah,
I've seen this from
low. He's got everything engaged.
Right hand.
His neck, his core, his legs.
Right on one.
Right hand on one. Hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on. Bring your
I don't
chin
know
down
if
just a bit.
Esteban
You're
is fully
sucking back.
recovered. I mean, he was walking fine, but
Right hand on one. You must measure.
going on one. Sabedra said AJ Hintz isn't the same guy that he was in the beginning. See if he can take out the former champion right here. Going on one.
Good slap.
I mean,
Good slap.
it sounded like a whip.
It sounded great. Didn't affect Hintz one bit.
Yeah.
Might have been a little low.
You ready?
They're going to take a look at it. I can hear him saying it might have been a little low.
You want to take it? No, look. Oh, he just wants you to.
They might be calling a club here.
It's close.
Timeout. Review.
McMahon calls for their view. How about the eyes? Just
Yeah, I mean, and he's still
stare.
snarling right now. Huh. It's
Yeah,
almost
that's-
a chop.
Well, he didn't necessarily land with.
Look at this.
That's a tough call.
I feel like it's so close they might let this one go.
Well, you know what might not help Hintz here is that
It was a good call on the floor.
he had no reaction.
Good slap.
All right.
Okay.
Good slap.
Go
There it
fucking
is.
finish it, all right? Go finish it.
Fighter recovered.
All right, 10-9 first round, according to you, Alan. And
Correct.
Isaiah Quinones kept it nice and simple
I'm good right there.
for
Hand
AJ
and
Static
count.
Hintz.
Right hand on two. Right hand on two. You must measure.
AJ started his career with 4 of his first wins by way of knockout. See if he could seal the deal right here in round 2. What number is he going on?
2.
Taking that slow approach. Here we go. Wow.
Good slap. Good slap. Replay. Clinching.
Right, okay?
They exchange pleasantries after that.
I want to see replay.
Sabedra might have messed with Hintz a little bit. He kind of opened up his mouth.
Good call. Good slap on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen that before.
Yeah. Dangerous if he would have got caught.
With the mouth open?
Yeah, break your jaw or dislocated, but not the strike that Hintz was hoping for.
There was a foul for clubbing.
Oh, man.
1 point.
Oh, brutal.
1 point.
1 point deduction for the former champ. The clubbing call there, but not earlier on Sabedra. Interesting.
And he needs to go for it.
I mean, a tad bit high.
Give me your time.
Well, rules are rules.
And I want your feet facing forward.
And Sabedra with a big chance here
There
in
we go.
round
We're good
2.
there. And then when you reset, you kind of bring them out. So let's keep them. Let's keep them.
Clean
just
shot,
like
he
that.
wins the round.
Yeah, good, right there. Chin up.
Stand up a little bit.
Hintz bow in the neck.
All right, we're good
Eric
there.
hand making
and
sure
count.
the chin is up. So there's a proper target
right
for the
hand
Prince.
on one, you must measure. Right hand on one, you must measure. I want you to stay right here. We're good there. We're good there.
Going on one. Remember, Sabedra last round, they had to review his strike.
Hintz doesn't like the measure.
Good slap. Good slap. Take that with you. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Thank you for that, though.
These middleweights are bringing some heat, man. I'll tell you that much.
Finish it, do it. I know. I have. Watch. Yeah, I know. We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch.
said he was pushing it.
I think your elbow's coming in, so it's taking power away, right?
There's another look at it.
Have a little bit more power through there, okay? All right, we're going into round 3.
Another one that kind of that chopping blow.
Yeah, that was a close round. Point deduction on Hintz side, though.
I got you.
Could be a 9-9 round.
All right, 20 seconds into the box.
All right, go. Get in the box.
Into the box. Fighter recover.
Round 3 presented by Lucy Breakers. Nicotine pouches with flavor that slaps harder and lasts longer. Into round 3 we go.
We can't have another offensive foul.
Okay, don't move.
2
right,
offensive
right
fouls in a
count.
3-round match, and you get
Right hand
DQ.
on 2. You must measure. Right hand on 2.
AJ felt after round 1 they'd be able to take this home and knock him out. Did not have a clean strike. See if he can get a clean, powerful strike on this one and put this to bed.
Can ill afford another penalty, or it will be an automatic DQ. At the same time, looking to drop the hammer.
1. Good slap. Stand up straight. Stand up straight.
AJ saying, get off of the table. Good strike right there by AJ Hintz.
So that's the second time in 3 rounds that Sabedra's been rocked by Hintz. But that point deduction really massive here as Sabedra's going to go slap for the last time in this.
Yeah, Hintz did what he needed to do, getting a strong strike in this one.
This is it right here. Remember, I said it's close, okay? He's lost a point. You were dropped once, okay? Hey, be with me. Look at me. Look at me. Let me look down, okay? I want you on me so I can see it, okay? Hey, we got to land a perfect shot right here, okay? Very close match, okay? We're going to put it right on him, okay? Chalk up, chalk up.
Sabedra is barely hanging on right now.
All right, here we go.
It seems that way. How much is it going to affect his offense right here?
10 seconds in the box.
I'd be surprised if he lands a clean shot here. He does not have his wits about him.
Yeah, and Bordeaux basically telling him, you need to knock him out.
Them to stay like this. However you set here is how I need you to keep it.
This would be one of the most unlikely knockouts I've ever seen in 20 power slap events if it were to come to fruition.
Hand and count. Right hand on 1.
Going
You
on
must
1.
measure. Keep them feet right there. That's your measure.
Here we
Don't
go.
push the face.
Can AJ hold on?
Good slap. Good slap. Good slap.
A little love after that one.
Love and no love.
Yeah.
Well, Sabedra just landing that was a victory,
Your elbows drifted
considering the condition he was in as he walked in the chalk stand.
Yeah, and you hear the coaching right there, and he's spot on with this. It seems to be landing more like a chop than follow through clean slap, and I think that's what's taking the power off of it for Sabedra.
Fight replay presented by MGM Rewards.
Take a look at this one. This might be round 1. Sat him down. Felt like AJ, not a good comeback strike for Sabedra. AJ thought he was going to finish it in round 2, but not a clean strike for him. Got caught for clubbing. Came back with a good one for Sabedra. Round 3. Wobbled him again. AJ tells him, get off of the table, man. And then once again, a bit of a chopping strike for Esteban Sabedra. Looking like it's going to go to the scorecards in favor of AJ Hintz.
This official decision brought to you by VeChain, the crypto token partner of Power Slap. Let's hear it, Justin.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored the contest 28-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, AJ Static Hintz.
I'm here with the winner, AJ Hintz. AJ, it's been a while since we've been up here together, but all the hallmarks of you were present in this match. Crazy hard slaps, granite chin. How does it feel to be back to your winning ways?
Dude, it feels like being home, man. It's good. It's real good.
I mean, unanimous decision. Did you feel like you had done enough? I know you would obviously want more. You were clearly looking for a knockout. Did you feel like you had done enough, though, and had all the confidence in the world your hand was going to be raised?
I easily did enough with that. Like, dude barely moved me. Like, he has nothing for me.
What would it have taken for you to have gotten the knockout? Because I know that was on your mind. That's how we know you. That's how you came onto the radars of everybody. What went through your mind as you were trying to achieve that?
Oh, honestly, if I would have missed round 2, he'd have been sleeping. But that's on me, so.
Okay, well now you've got some momentum on your side, right? That feels good. So what's next?
Fucking everyone, dude. Who is fucking next, bro?
Maybe everybody.
Everybody. Fucking same night, dude.
We're happy to have you back. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, AJ Hintz.
That post-fight interview brought to you by 10X. Feel the power of precision with 10X Health. Go to 10xhealthsystem.com. And that is win number 7 for AJ Hintz. He's now won 2 of his last 3. As per usual, celebs are in the house. Nitro Circus's Trava Pastrana is here. Ruby Rose, the rapper and model with nearly 5 million Instagram followers, is in the house. And Bob Henry with a big boxing match coming up is here as well. These locker room shots are brought to you by Wolfpack.com. Offers customizable bags and backpacks for those who are making their mark. Shop now at Wolfpack.com. Former welterweight champion Anthony Babyface Blackburn is fresh off a 4-match title reign that lasted more than a year, and he says he's ready to get back into the mix. That would be a massive understatement because he is more than ready. The mission is clear, not going to be easy. Turn back the big bad wolf. Plattsburgh, New York native Andrew Provost is a black belt in jiu-jitsu and coming off 3 wins in a row. 1 more and a chance to slap for the welterweight title will likely be his. These welterweight striker rankings are brought to you by Dios Azul, the official tequila partner of Power Slap. Everybody is chasing Cole Young, and Anthony Babyface Blackburn is in the pole position to get the next title shot if he can get by Andrew Provost here tonight. The Running Hot Moment brought to you by 500 Casino. Your hottest streak starts now with 500 Casino, the world's best crypto casino. Last June, Anthony Blackburn taking care of business with this brutal knockout of Azael Rodriguez. It came in the 4th round. He got stronger as the match went along at Power Slap 13. He is lethal when he is on. These odds are presented by Polymarket, the world's largest prediction market. The former champ Blackburn has a 59% chance to win. The welterweight division's most dominant champion, Anthony Babyface Blackburn, is on a mission to get his title back, but Andrew Provost knows a win over the former champ is his ticket to superstardom. It's a welterweight showdown with massive title implications as former champion Anthony Babyface Blackburn meets surging contender Andrew the Big Bad Wolf Provost.
A win over Blackburn tonight just stacks my resume even more, and it puts me next in line for the World Championship.
I'll show everybody tonight that I belong at the top of the welterweight division with just curiosity and determination to come out on top.
Blackburn has built one of the strongest resumes in Power Slap, with 6 wins, 3 title fight victories, and finishes of top names like Aziel Rodriguez and Chris Thomas. After dropping the welterweight title to Cole Young, the Detroit striker returns with a clear message to the division. Babyface ain't going anywhere.
When it comes to Babyface, I am one of the best in this sport, and I will be a legend in this game. Coming out with a win against Andrew tonight puts me in a really good place to send a warning out to everybody in Power Slap coming for my belt back.
Provost enters with momentum, confidence, and a 3-fight win streak inside Power Slap. A wrestler, pro MMA fighter, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, the Big Bad Wolf is fresh off a win over Aziel Rodriguez and now has the chance to take out a former champion on his way to the top.
Going against Blackburn tonight, he's former champ. He just lost his belt in his last match. I think he's good, but he's in my way, so I gotta take him down.
The Big Bad Wolf, Andrew Provost, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, an active professional mixed martial arts fighter, believes a win tonight earns him a title shot, plans to call out the champ after he wins tonight. The native of Plattsburgh, New York, moved to Central Florida not long ago, been teaching Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA at Humble Grounds BJJ Academy in Hernando, Florida, right outside of Ocala.
Yeah, he almost seemed a little frustrated in speaking with him because he felt like the last outing was a title eliminator. He did not get that title shot. So going into this one here tonight, he feels like a win tonight over a former champion like Anthony Blackburn absolutely puts him in line to fight for the belt next, and he feels like he's able to get that done. He feels like he's going to be the bigger guy, the stronger guy, and absolutely the harder hitter. This is a family man. He uses his kids as motivation when he's away.
Yeah, speaking of kids, busy man away from the power slap stage. Together with his wife Tasha, they are raising 4 children, his youngest just 2 years old. He said time away from the family during camp can be a little bit rough, but he's managed to do pretty well thus far in power slap. Coming in off 3 straight wins is the Big Bad Wolf, and he does know that a win here tonight could mean a title fight next. Anthony Babyface Blackburn, former power slap welterweight champion, lost the title to Cole Young at the end of last year. That was after 2 title defenses. The reign was nearly a year. Like his opponent, he plans on calling out the champion after his victory here tonight. But that champion would be at lightweight. Because he said he's going to move on down. He wants to take on Robert Trujillo.
Well, you can see that somewhat in the piece that we played before the walkout, where he was almost stuttering about what would be next after a win here. And it was what you're alluding to right there, Dan. I think he's done with this division. I think he wants to move down. He wasn't quite ready. He was offered actually an opportunity to fight Trujillo at some point, but he wants to take his time. He wants to make sure he does the weight cut correctly. He wants to rebound here and get that momentum behind him. And if I'm being honest, he seemed like he was in a bit of a different place in speaking with him. I think after going on a 7-fight unbeaten streak and then suffering that loss in his last outing, losing the belt, he was trying to figure things out. Nothing would help him figure things out better than getting a big win and a knockout here tonight.
The Tail of the Tape is brought to you by Estrella Jalisco, an authentic cerveza dorado and the official beer of Power Slap. Andrew Provost is 3 years older, has the neck size and the hand size advantage as well, coming in as the slight plus 135 underdog. Here's Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap welterweight division and presented by Super Sure, the official small and medium business insurance partner of Power Slap. Introducing to you first in the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170.5 pounds. Out of Plattsburgh, New York, he is the number 4 ranked welterweight contender in the world, Andrew Provost. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170.5 pounds. Out of Taylor, Michigan, he is a number 1 ranked contender and former welterweight champion of the world, Anthony Babyface Blackburn. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Jason Herzog. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Andrew Provost.
Tonight's Blue Corner fighter sponsored by Dios Azul, the official tequila partner of Power Slap.
Okay, guys, set her up.
Jason Herzog getting us going here.
Get you set, what hand and what count? Right on 3, is he set? Yep. Right on 3, give me a measure. Right on 3, right on 3, that is your measure.
All right, Big Bad Wolf up first, right going on 3. Babyface has never been knocked out in his Power Slap career.
1. 2.
Oh!
Third blow!
Wow, that was some thunder on that one. Blackburn eats it well.
That's all he has?
That's all he has, he said. That was a lot, though.
That was juicy, man. That swing had some hair on it.
Blackburn showing a lot of experience. That one hit him hard, but
No, I'm saying you handle whoever's
look at
off.
him gathering himself, trying not to show that he's hurt in the eyes of the judges. Nice job eating that shot.
Get you set right here.
A little closer, a little closer.
I don't know what he's saying. It seemed good, right?
Holy smokes.
Which hand and what count?
Right on one.
Right on one. Give me a measure. Right on one. Right on one. Right on one. That is your measure. Right on one.
All right, babyface going on one.
Fair blow.
Yeah.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
Seemed like he kind of was a little bit high. Got him in the eye right there. Made a popping sound, but didn't seem as powerful as Provost's strike.
Made him take a step back.
Won that round. Listen to me. Listen to me. If you land accuracy,
Did seem a wee bit high.
just a bit, it's gonna be really hard for him to take it. Okay. You were when you got him here. You were here. Okay. I need you right there. Right there. That finishes him. He eats that. Okay. You need to be right there.
The Butcher wants to make a minor adjustment on the placement.
It's so difficult, right? I mean, to
eating that shit. Chalk it.
Blackburn's pumped up, man. Small adjustment
We're good right there.
that he wants Provost to land on the target.
Right on 3 with a measure, please. Right on 3. You good?
See if he can hit that sweet spot right here.
Said, I'm going to eat that. Go ahead and chalk it, dog.
Right on 3. 1. 2.
Oh.
Replay.
Yeah, it didn't seem clean.
It was almost like
a push at the end.
Like, I don't know if he delayed on the back of the swing.
We're about to see. No, I know. Knock him
It
out
was
right
funky.
Now. Hey.
Blackburn feels confident. Feels like he's going to knock out Provost in this next one. Take a look at it right here.
Knock him out.
Hey,
We're knocking him out.
They didn't call anything. They didn't call anything. You're good. You're good.
Fair blow. Time in.
We're good. We just got to follow through just a little bit more. Okay. We stuck. We just got to drive all the way through.
Yeah,
okay?
It's almost like he got caught when he hit the face and couldn't follow through.
Yeah, like you said, you got kind of stuck, and then he just kind of kept pushing his hand rather than following through with the same momentum all the way through the strike.
Get some chalk. Get that piece in your mouth and let's go.
Good opportunity right here for Blackburn to even things up.
Get some chalk.
Or finish the fight.
Get to the box.
Certainly feels confident after eating that strike that he can try to end it right here.
We're good right there. Right on one.
Going on one again.
Right on one. Right on one. That. Right on one.
See if Babyface can return to his former glory.
He would love nothing more than a knockout here.
Good. Fair blow.
You know, it's hard to tell the damage with Provost because he's so good at like reacting like it was nothing.
We're good. Yep.
Playing to the judges.
He's shallow. It's good. Hey, look at me.
Oh.
Look at me. We're up 2 rounds right now. Okay?
Glancing through the eye right there as well with the fingertips.
Okay? Need a nice, accurate shot. Okay?
Looks like Provost is starting to kind of throw with it.
Not be so much down
Nice
here.
job with just a minor heel lift there from Babyface. Seemed a little bit high,
Bring it
kind
down
of an
a little
ice
bit. Don't
scraper.
stand up when you go, all right? Just if you're gonna stay low, just stay through, all right?
Let's get him in.
All right, let's go. Here. Hey, lock in, all
Look
right?
at your scorecards here, all tied up at 19 apiece. You gave the first round to Provost, second round to Blackburn. If that's accurate, it's all coming down to the third round here. Huge swing for the big bad wolf, Andrew Provost.
1, 2.
Whoa!
My God.
That was a strong shot right here. Blackburn's got some making up to do.
That's it, bro. Hey,
Blackburn has a chin.
Yeah, he
hit it
does.
clean. Don't go high.
Left side.
They said if you go high, they're gonna call you clubbing, all right?
Bit of a dilemma right here for Blackburn. They're saying don't go high, otherwise they're going to call you for clubbing. You don't want that to get into your head and you start second guessing your strike. But after that strike by Provost, Blackburn's going to have to give everything in this one.
Blackburn is Motown tough, man.
He is.
They build him different in Detroit.
Hit him, line up, and stay low, okay? Let's go.
A little bit of blood on the left cheek of Blackburn.
Round 3 presented by Lucy Breakers. Nicotine pouches with flavor that slaps harder and lasts longer.
On 1 with a measure, right on 1.
Here we go. On 1 for the former champion.
Right on 1 with a measure.
Needs to have something significant right here.
Right on 1. Right on 1.
Might need a knockout. Babyface is back! He might get that knockout.
6, 7, 8. Under me.
I don't know. I think.
Fair ball.
Oh, what?
Fair ball. Hold on.
That was a long count. Wow.
I didn't know if he was going to recover.
Herzog is the nicest official in the business.
He was doing 1.5.
He's been going to therapy. They've been telling him to be kinder.
Oh my goodness. Blackburn needed a big comeback performance in round 3, and he certainly delivered.
Doesn't get the knockout, but gets the knockdown after he was absolutely smushed. This was ridiculous. After taking the shot that Blackburn did to come back and answer the call when he needed essentially exactly this to get the win. He does his best
good.
Josh Hokett right here.
That one got a reaction out of me.
Dude, that was silly.
And her too. Woo, my.
Mama liked it. You know, he told us he had been in a funk, and it was difficult coming off the first loss of his career, which was in a title fight after defending the belt twice. And he said, I'm coming out of it tonight, man.
He told us, even though he seemed like he was off, and it really weighed on him losing that last outing. Oh! Jason Herzog is over here telling us, we're going 1 more round. Sudden victory.
Wow. Let's make it official and hear from Justin.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, this match remains a draw. We will now go to a sudden victory round to determine a winner.
Here we go.
Okay, Provost got knocked flat on his ass, but he had a long time to recover. How much recovery happened in these couple of minutes since that last shot? And how much of an adrenaline dump did Blackburn just have? Because it felt like he thought that he just rode into the sunset with that victory. Sudden death, round 4.
And, you know, it's really interesting. Herzog let this one go on. He saw something there in Provost that he was okay. Obviously, he didn't know it was going to be a sudden victory round, but this could have been called. Herzog made the decision to let it go on, and we've all been rewarded with our first sudden victory round of the night. Thank you, Jason Herzog.
Yeah.
Judge, you good? Judge, you good? Good? Okay, time in.
You just don't get these type of things in MMA. They would have this in kickboxing in Glory. A sudden victory type round. We get it here tonight, Power Slap 20.
Time in.
Anthony Blackburn clawed himself back into this matchup.
Which hand and what count?
All right, Provost needs a little extra chalk on the hands. Let's see what kind of sauce he has now after getting sat down by Babyface. And remember, he landed an incredibly solid shot on Blackburn in the last round as well. So both of them have taken some damage.
Right on 3. 1, 2.
Oh my God!
He's
what
out.
a shot! Provost with the comeback of all comebacks! You have to be kidding me!
Wow. Provost was in the same position that Blackburn was in for a second. Comes back a couple of minutes later. Sudden victory. Overtime and gets the knockout performance over the former champion, Anthony Blackburn.
That was incredible.
Blackburn is still out.
One of the greatest comeback slaps that we've ever seen.
I mean, I'm just trying to go through the course of events that we just witnessed.
Tonight's Monster Knockouts brought to you by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast.
You look at this sudden victory strike. Provost knew he needed something strong. He was just knocked down. We thought it might have been over for Provost. Jason Herzog gave him an opportunity to recover, went to the scorecards. It was a draw. Sudden victory. And Andrew Provost put everything he had into that one. Blackburn not able to eat that one.
Blackburn was on Mars.
Yeah, he's still on Mars.
Thank God for Jason Herzog. Saw something we didn't see.
Look at Charlie.
He saw the Provost was still there, still ready to compete. Epic. What an epic performance from Andrew Provost.
Look at Bordeaux. He doesn't even know what just happened. Wow. You've got to feel for a guy like Anthony Blackburn, a staple in the sport, a former champion. The highs of highs and the lows of lows. I mean, that's combat sports.
And that was all within a 3-minute span for Provost.
He thought he had won. I mean, it's our partner, Mike Bisping, isn't here right now, but he could speak to this when he fought Anderson Silva, and Anderson Silva thought he won the fight, and he celebrated like he won. The fight kept going on. Bisping showed the toughness and grit, came back and won that fight. Provost did the same tonight.
The official decision brought to you by VeChain, the crypto token partner of Power Slap.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Herzog calls a stop to the match in sudden victory, declaring the winner by knockout, Andrew Provost.
I'm here with the winner, Andrew Provost. Holy shit. That was one of the craziest knockouts we have ever seen in Power Slap. I need to know exactly what was going through your mind before you delivered that sudden death slap.
Well, I just knew I had to hit him really, really hard.
That's it? I mean, the intensity in your eyes said more than that.
Yeah, I just knew I had to land really hard on him and put him down and out.
To be in the position where just the round before, you had almost been knocked out, to come back a couple minutes later, learning there's a sudden death round, and delivering a ridiculous slap that, like I said, one of the most brutal knockouts we've ever seen. How does that feel?
It feels great. I just knew I had to hit him really hard, and I know that my chin can take it.
How does your hand feel? I saw you shaking it out a little bit.
It's pretty sore.
Okay, well, that was crazy. We want to see you again soon. I have to imagine you want to be back in action again soon. What's next for you?
Title shot.
You're a man of few words right now. Are you just absorbing all that just happened?
Yeah, he hit me pretty hard, so, you know, I'm pretty beat up.
Hey, well, congratulations. That was incredible. We cannot wait to see you out here again. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by knockout in sudden death, Andrew Provost.
That post-fight interview was brought to you by 10X. Feel the power of precision with 10X Health. Go to 10xhealthsystem.com It took him a while to get there, but he finally called for the title shot. Cole Young is the champion. He took down Babyface. Babyface falls at the hands of Andrew Provost. And Provost, my God, what a knockout. Let's take a listen.
He knew it was done. Wow.
Just incredible.
I mean, you think we're going to see some of that on social media for the next couple of months? I mean,
we haven't
incredible comeback.
Seen a knockout like that in a long, long time under those circumstances in a sudden victory round.
It was the drama, the build-up. I mean, Provost, let's not forget, he was hurt. He was injured early in this matchup, came back. We thought the fight was over in the third round. He comes back and gets this win. It was
again, thank you to Jason Herzog for letting that go on. The final two fights of the evening are on the way. One title fight, one heavyweight title eliminator. That should be an absolute banger. Here's Charlie with more on the two men in our co-main event.
Dan, thank you. Dorian Perez is not messing around in his quest to reinsert himself back into the heavyweight title picture. He's been lifting heavier with a focus on his legs to generate more power and on his core for rotation and accuracy. He calls Nate Bernard a friend, but once he gets on that stage, it is all business. Bernard feels the exact same. He is expecting a war and says his respect for Perez will have no bearing on the beating he is prepared to put on his opponent. He is itching to challenge for the title and knows one way to do that will be sitting down disturbing the peace for the first time in his power slap career. Dan?
Thank you, Charlie. Tomorrow, England's Arnold Allen ready to make a statement against dangerous finisher Melquizael Costa. Winner of 6 straight. It all starts tomorrow with the UFC Fight Night pre-show at 3 p.m. Eastern on Paramount+. Tonight's prediction odds brought to you by Polymarket, the world's largest prediction market. Dorian Perez has a 68% chance to beat Nate Bernard. It was only a matter of time before this pair of former title challengers collide as Dorian disturbing the peace Perez stares down fellow heavyweight Nate, the Buffalo Soldier Bernard. It's an East Coast, West Coast heavyweight collision between two former title challengers as Dorian disturbing the peace Perez meets Nate, the Buffalo Soldier Bernard.
The match that I'm expecting to face against Dorian is going to be a battle. He wants it as bad as me. I want it as bad as him. It's going to be very exciting.
I'm going against Nate Bernard. Tonight is his retirement party, so congratulations, Nate. Happy for you, buddy.
Perez has proven to be one of the most reliable threats at heavyweight since the early days of Power Slap. With 7 wins over names like Darius Matavarona, James Stonier, and Pono Pao, plus a 5-round title fight already on his resume, disturbing the peace has left no doubt about his grit, power, and the belief that he is 1 win away from a second shot at gold.
This fight is huge for as far as title implications go. You know, I got to solidify my spot at the top. If you're number 1, you got to be able to beat anybody underneath you, and I'll prove that every single time.
Bernard came storming into Power Slap in 2023, stacking back-to-back stoppages that earned him a heavyweight title shot. The Buffalo native has faced some of the division's heaviest hitters, and after a sudden victory win over Aaron Turner, the Buffalo Soldier returns with renewed momentum and his eyes back on top of the division.
I'm here to go ahead and handle business. That's all it's about. No gimmicks, no jokes, straight business.
He is the Buffalo Soldier, Nate Bernard, coming in with a 3-3 record in Power Slap. Every time he makes the walk, I think about his debut. A first-round knockout of Stevie Ray Payne. It happened on the morning show. Daniel Cormier was sitting on the desk. That was his introduction to Power Slap. Crazy, crazy strength. A former college football player at Southwestern Oklahoma State, currently working as a security guard for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, and then he followed up that debut with another knockout in the 3rd round against Dwayne Crespo, big man Nate Bernard, lots of experience, and he's coming into this match with a bit of a chip on his shoulder. It kind of feels like he's not getting the respect he deserves in this sport and wants to come here and earn it. He also spoke about the toughness of Dorian Perez. Dorian Perez has never been sat down in all of his matches. He's made it a point to say, I'm going to be the first guy to sit him down. And he was honest. He said, even with the win here, I don't know if I'm up next in line for a title shot. I might need another, but I'm looking to get things going first with a big win here tonight.
Dorian disturbing the peace. Perez, one of the more seasoned fighters on the Power Slap roster. This is his 10th Power Slap match. He's been here since the inception of the promotion. He has been nearly to the top of the mountain fighting for a title against Damian DeBell in December of 2024. Been training with his younger brother Isaiah, who's a beast in his own right at just 14 years old. The kid's deadlifting 425 pounds. Hearing Dorian talk about his little brother, incredibly proud. And he would love nothing more than to get his 3rd win in a row to make little bro proud of him.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is about Dorian, but shout out to his little bro, 14 years old, 6'3", 425-pound deadlift. You know, he's got good genes in that family, but Dorian Perez disturbing the peace. You look at him, 7-2 in Power Slap, 1 no contest. Nobody has been able to crack his chin. Look, they're doing rock, paper, scissors up here during this walk. And it ends with a little love, but Dorian Perez spoke about this match is highly anticipated. They've been talking about this matchup for quite a while. We finally get it here tonight.
The Tail of the Tape brought to you by Estrella Jalisco, an authentic Cerveza Dorado, and the official beer of Power Slap. Bernard, the bigger man, at 6'4". Weight-wise, coming in at about the same. The neck on Bernard, a big one, 20.5 inches, has a significant hand size advantage as well. He is the underdog.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the co-main event of the evening, set for 3 rounds in the Power Slap heavyweight division. Presented by Lucy, the official nicotine pouch partner of Power Slap. Introducing to you first in the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Out of Buffalo, New York, he is a #2 ranked heavyweight contender in the world. Nate, the Buffalo Soldier. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 266 pounds. Out of San Isidro, California, he is a #1 ranked heavyweight contender in the world. Dorian, disturbing the peace, Provost. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Chris Tione. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Dorian Perez.
Polymarket, the world's largest prediction market.
Here we go, guys.
All right, our co-main event is officially underway.
Belly on your head. There you go, buddy. Shoulders down, chin up, please. A little bit more. Okay, stay right there. You're perfect. Don't move, okay? Okay, hand and count, please.
Right hand on 3.
Okay, we're going right hand on 3. You must measure, okay? Hold on. Stay right there.
Former title challenger
Right
will
on
go
3.
on 3 with the freshly shaven head. He's what I like to call a meat and potato slapper. Just workmanlike.
Good.
Consistent.
1, 2. Firm low.
Bernard didn't like that one. Felt like it was a little high.
All day. Let me see this. Okay. Let's see where you're at. Can you see up there? Can you see up the screen?
Take a look at this right here.
Didn't look high to me.
Yeah.
That looked pretty good.
Yeah, looked clean. Looked like he kind of pushed it. Didn't impress Nate Bernard.
Make sure you touch that thumb and close that in.
You know, historically, Dorian Perez isn't really known as a knockout guy. He's a guy that can go into the deep waters. No one has yet been able to sit him down. And he went 5 rounds with the champion, Damien DeBell.
Which is saying a lot, because DeBell's a monster. Bernard lost in the first round to Damien DeBell in a title fight as well. So both of these guys, former title challengers. He carries an internal chip. Says he's been feeling overlooked. Had a huge win his last time out against Aaron Turner in sudden victory.
Right on 3. That's your measure. 1, 2.
Whoa.
Fair blow.
What's up? Strong opening round right there for Nate Bernard.
Now, what I said.
Here's another look at it.
What I said.
Just a clean slap. But Dorian just eats everything. Such a strong chin.
Took a big breath before. Powerful strike from Nate Bernard. Perez doing what he always does, eating these shots. Respect between both men.
Good. Fighter recovered.
These guys both felt that this matchup has been 1 years in the making. Finally standing toe-to-toe with one another. Which feels like a title eliminator, number 1 versus number 2.
Hold on. Leave it there. Okay?
Just 2 knockouts in 7 career wins for Dorian Perez. Would love to get one here.
1, 2.
Okay. Perez clowning.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Perez. He's a wild man. Bernard wasn't impressed with the opening round strike. He felt all of that one.
That's all right. Good.
Yeah, he was definitely stumbled here in round 2.
Okay, thank you.
So now, he wobbled. I need him to wobble ready to set his ass down, okay? This time I need your whole hands in there and move it.
Bernard is just a giant of a man.
Thank you. I need you there, okay? I don't need you out here. I need you in there. He needs your whole fucking hand, okay? Put it right on his
15 seconds.
There's Perez taking a dive himself.
Come on. Fighter recovered. Shoulders are good. Keep the chin right there. Please don't move. Okay? Hand and count. Right on 3 with the measure.
Power meter down a little bit for the Buffalo Soldier.
Yeah. How does he respond right here going on 3?
2.
Clean strike. It's just so hard to move Dorian off the mark.
Hit him exactly how you hit him the last time, all right? Yep. Line up just like you did. You were perfect. Don't fucking change a thing from the last one, all right? Yes, sir. You go when you're ready, all right? Yep. We got 44 seconds. If you're ready to go, we could go. It's up to you. All right. You've already hit him. You're going to put him out.
Just clean.
Hit him just like you did, right across that.
It was a perfect strike.
Quinones feeling pretty confident in his fighter, Dorian Perez, that he hurt him in the last round.
Round 3 presented by Lucy Breakers, nicotine pouches with flavor that slaps harder and lasts longer.
Looking to put him out in round 3.
Chin's good. Don't move, please.
Both men obviously going to need a big strike.
Right on 3, measure.
Certainly feels like it's all tied up.
Close, please.
Tied for the second most wins in power slap history with 7. A decorated heavyweight contender. Looking for the knockout here.
2.
Whoa.
Don't touch it. Get up. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did not like
6,
that strike.
Yep.
7.
Put him on a stinky leg.
8.
Second straight time.
Fair blow.
Final chance here for the Buffalo Soldier.
That's good. Listen, hey, we're down on the scorecards, okay?
Snot flying.
Every fucking thing you have right now.
Knees
every
weak.
bit of power with good
Exact same placement as the second round as well.
This is it right here.
For Dorian Perez.
Okay, put it on.
Found that sweet spot. Will it be enough? Nate Bernard said no one has sat down Dorian Perez in all of his bouts. I want to be the first. He's going to have to do it here.
Right here, Nate. It's the last one, baby. Make it count.
Fighter recover. Change the world, baby. Come on, knock me the fuck out. Let's go.
It's all or nothing here for Nate Bernard.
Here you go, bud. Shoulders are good.
Yep.
Chin's good.
Yep.
Stay there, please.
Yeah. Right hand on 3.
Right on 3. Make sure your feet are in the box. Okay? We're good. Gotta measure. Yep, you're good.
He needs a strip sack and a touchdown for the victory.
Now we're going to have another big comeback in this matchup.
1, 2.
There are few men in this sport who are built like disturbing the peace. Dorian Perez has never been knocked down. Will carry that into his next battle.
Yeah, his ability to take damage is his superpower. Solid strikes, but these are strikes from Nate Bernard that would have definitely wobbled at least most men in his weight class, but Dorian Perez just eats it.
Both of these guys just built different. An impressive performance from Nate Bernard, but it certainly looks like he's on the losing end of this after being wobbled a couple of times by Dorian Perez.
Round 1 felt like a filler outer for Dorian Perez. Round 2 and round 3 found the button placement in the exact same spot both times. Was able to hurt him.
These guys are buddies. They send each other memes on Instagram. They knew they were going to have to go toe-to-toe at some point in their power slap careers, and that came tonight. The official decision brought to you by VeChain, crypto token partner of Power Slap. Take it away, Justin.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored the contest 29-26 for the winner by unanimous decision. Dorian, disturbing the peace, Perez.
I'm here with the winner, Dorian Perez. It's nice to see you hugging it out with your friend. I know you two are close, but you know, business is business, and you handled business. Was that the match you were anticipating?
Oh yeah, that was everything that I thought it was gonna be. He's a fucking beast, he's a monster, and there's nothing to take away from him with that. It's actually, I bully all my opponents, and it was really hard to find something to make fun of him about.
Well, you now have bragging rights, and you showed off everything you could do. You said that was the goal coming into this. You wanted to show off your strong slap. You wanted to show off a great chin. You did just that. Was there anything you wish you could have done differently, or is that exactly the game plan, is how you practice?
I just try to get better every time, try to give you guys a better show every time, and I'm trying to put my blood on the line for you guys. This is all for the fans.
Still never been knocked down.
Oh yeah, never been knocked down, never been knocked out. There's only one thing I haven't done in this sport yet, and it's put a belt around my waist, so let's fucking do it.
I was gonna say, you ready to run it back with DeBell, because that's what's next.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's go, Bell, me and you, baby. Let's do the fucking man dance! Yeah!
I love the emotion. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, Dorian Perez.
That post-fight interview brought to you by 10X. Feel the power of precision with 10X Health. Go to 10xhealthsystem.com. And just another monster victory for Dorian Perez. That is win number 8 in his power slap career. Few men have more victories on that stage than disturbing the peace. The NFL stars are out. Niners defensive end Nick Bosa is here, one of the very best in the business. Mac Jones and Ricky Pearsall of the 49ers here as well. We got half the roster in the house, and there is Parab, the former champion, the #1 contender at bantamweight, waiting for another title shot. is enjoying tonight as well. These locker room shots are brought to you by Wolfpack.com. Offers customizable bags and backpacks for those who are making their mark. Shop now at Wolfpack.com. Robert Trujillo is a student of the game, an active coach for our Power Slap events, a pro MMA fighter with a 5-1 record, and a knockout artist who will steal your soul, facing a relative newcomer to the sport, Hayden Johnson. The San Diego native burst on the scene with a one-slap knockout in March, and now finds himself one strike away from wearing gold. Two lightweight powerhouses ready to go toe-to-toe for the belt. V-Chain Power Slap 20, Trujillo versus Johnson, is presented by Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. Our main event has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's prediction odds are brought to you by Polymarket, the world's largest prediction market. And the champion, Robert Trujillo, with an 85% chance to win, going up against the relative newcomer, Hayden Johnson. Tonight's headliner is upon us as lightweight champion Robert Trujillo puts his belt on the line against Hayden Johnson, who is just one strike away from Power Slap immortality.
Once I walk out, I see the crowd, I see the lights, I see my people. Yeah, I get that feeling to my body, like, all right, this is what I'm here for. And when I get on that stage, I'm just ready to put everyone to sleep. In this lightweight division, I think I'm gonna retire as a champ. I think it's gonna be years before they find someone to my level. I definitely know all the guys they got right now. I could run through them. I could take them all in one night. That's how confident I am.
Robert Trujillo is going to take a hit that he cannot withstand. Period. He's never felt power like he's about to feel. When I hit people, they hit the ground.
Oh, no! Wow. Are you serious? Hayden Johnson with the glazed look in his eye drops the hammer on him.
I'm coming, dude. I'm built different. None of these guys are going to stand in front of me.
Tonight, I'll be going up against Hayden Johnson. Definitely don't think this guy deserves a shot at my belt, but, I give him his respect for at least stepping up there against me. He had the balls to say he'll go against me, which, unfortunately for him, is not going to end well. I expect to go in there and be one and done.
It is over! A facial eviction notice from Robert Trujillo.
Hayden Johnson, I know you're confident, you're excited about this because you're getting a shot at the top, but it's unfortunate for you because just right where you started, your train started going up. I'm gonna derail it that fast, and I'm gonna put you to sleep tonight.
Yeah, Robert is an exceptional athlete, and nobody has really gave him a run for his money at all. But I think I got the answer for that tonight. To knock out Robert Trujillo and take that lightweight championship would mean so much to me, and just the shockwave that it would send through the sport, and to be able to create a moment like that, it would feel very great. It would feel very rewarding.
All I gotta say, lightweight division, I'm here.
Whoa! You better bring your absolute A game tonight, because I'm coming at you with everything I got, and you have not stood across from someone like me. Tonight, I want to make it very clear who the new champion is, and undoubtedly beat Robert Trujillo. It'll feel so sweet to hear "and new."
Hayden Johnson!
Let's go. Hayden Johnson with the title shot just 2 months after his Power Slap debut. He said he watched Power Slap with his father while his father was battling
ALS in a hospice after his dad passed away. He met Kono Power Church that inspired him to become a part of Power Slap after he went to the Combine. He is now fighting for the belt.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people, when they hear that they're fighting against somebody like Robert Trujillo, it's daunting. It's such a tough task. He's been so flawless. He's pound for pound, probably the best we have in the sport. In order to beat someone as good as Robert Trujillo, you have to be fearless. You have to have that confidence and a huge self-belief. And that's all the things that Hayden Johnson possesses. A powerful guy. But he goes into this almost just thinking, this is meant to be. This is what I spoke into existence. He talked about the story. He used to watch the reality show of Power Slap with his father when he was in hospice. And he told his dad, I'm going to do this one day. And his dad would chuckle and say, you'd be good at it. When his father passed away, he sent in an application for the Combine. He got the call. He made a huge statement in his debut with a first-round knockout. Ripped off his shirt, showed the physique, and he got the call. He comes into this unbended. He's not scared. He's not intimidated. He truly believes, Dan, that he's going to walk out with the belt around his waist tonight.
The lightweight champion of the world, Robert the Real Deal Trujillo. His first match in almost a year, been active as a Power Slap coach, working a couple of part-time jobs as a youth counselor. One of the best MMA fighters we have in Power Slap. Hasn't fought in a couple of years. His training partner's trying to get him to fight again, but he is solely focused on Power Slap for the last 2 years. He is dangerous, he is powerful, and he is coming in on a 6-fight win streak. Those last 2 fights, both for the title.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about he's a great MMA fighter, and his goal is to be in the UFC one day, but right now, not being in the UFC, he's making so much money in Power Slap. He's like, why would I go back to MMA and make less money? He's the champion. He's one of the most respected guys we have seen step foot on this stage. You take a look at this 6-fight win streak. Knockout, knockout, TKO, TKO. Unanimous decision against Dakota McGregor. They had an immediate rematch, and then he knocked them out. He's got a perfect record. And when I say the word perfect, he's also so consistent, and he's never committed a foul. That is so huge. Fouls are such an important aspect of this sport, and just the consistency that he stays clean and the weight cut that he comes back into the stage so big has made him so dominant in this sport.
The Tail of the Tape is brought to you by Estrella Jalisco, an authentic Cerveza Dorado, and the official beer of Power Slap. Trujillo is the older man, has a bigger neck, hand size exactly the same, and nearly a 4-to-1 favorite.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Power Slap Arena, live from the Chelsea in the Cosmopolitan Las Vegas. This is V-Chain Power Slap 20, Trujillo versus Johnson, presented by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast, live and free across the globe on YouTube. This match is 5 rounds, all for the Power Slap Lightweight Championship of the World, presented by V-Chain. Our judges stateside are Mike Bell, Tim Cheatham, and Sal D'Amato. Introducing to you first in the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 153.5 pounds. Out of Hickory, North Carolina, he is the number 6th ranked lightweight contender in the world. Johnson.
Let's go, baby.
And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in officially at 155 pounds. Out of Raton, New Mexico, he is the undisputed power slap lightweight champion of the world, Robert the Real Deal Trujillo. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Kerry Hatley. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Robert Trujillo.
Estrella Jalisco, an authentic Cerveza Dorado and the official beer of Power Slap.
All right, here we go, gentlemen.
All right, Kerry Hatley getting us going for our 5-round main event, the lightweight title on the line. Robert Trujillo trying to defend for a second time.
Okay, so, hey, you got to move your shoulders, bro.
Johnson coming out right away trying to tuck that chin. They're going to clean that up.
A little closer because
Trujillo's pointing it out as well.
Stand up. There you go.
Now, come in.
Take a look at the amount of weight that Robert Trujillo put back on. These guys look the same size
right there.
during the weigh-in, but he cut so much weight. He's expecting himself to be, or expected himself to be around 175 today.
That rounded hunchback is something I haven't seen very often.
See if it pays off.
2.
Finger licking good.
Finger licking good, and a lot of people flicking each other off tonight.
I got you. Okay. Hey, ate that shot right here.
It's a new thing, apparently.
Let's see where we're at up here. A little bit deep.
Really biting down on his mouth guard.
You've got to make these count. You got to make him feel you right here. Okay. Accuracy. Put it right on his chin and drive all the way through. He's going to eat the high shots. Okay.
The voice you're hearing is that of the butcher, Brandon Bordeaux.
Hey, you got me?
Okay.
Let's go.
In the blue corner with Hayden Johnson saying you got to make him feel you here.
Yeah, and Terry Hadley's still talking to him about that defensive posture.
Watch your shoulders for us on the next one.
Perfect right there.
15. Keep his shoulders down, please. Shoulders down.
Trujillo's been another guy that's been so consistent on defense, being able to eat and absorb shots.
Here we go, Blue.
You know, there's a lot of guys with an MMA background in this sport, but there are very few that have had the success of Robert Trujillo. This is a guy who could easily be on the Contender Series at some point. He is a real deal fighter.
There's your measure. 1, 2.
Robert needs to be careful there. He was leaning.
You're leaning a little bit?
Yeah, and that's exactly what Quiñones is telling him here. We need a little bit into it, I believe. There it is. We're giving him a warning.
Don't do it too soon. Do it too soon.
Yeah, they let him slide on that one, but his coach, Quiñones, is telling him, if you were leaning a bit, be cautious. Can't afford a penalty in a high-profile match like this.
So you give Trujillo the first round here.
I did.
Are set to start round 2.
Okay, you can't tuck your chin. Yeah, we all got muscles, but keep them down.
Did you hear Terry Hadley's been on tonight, bro?
Oh, he's awesome.
Okay, right hand on 3, right hand on 3. But there's your measure.
Yeah, Hayden Johnson's trying to tuck his chin.
2.
Yeah, it seemed to be some movement before that. We'll get a look at it here.
My round, okay?
Trujillo's saying he's pulling his shoulders up like he's doing shrugs.
Hey, you need to worry about being low.
Yeah, there was some movement. And it deflected. His hand deflected off of the shoulder movement.
He's going to take high ones. He's got to be there and drive all the way through, okay? Let's go.
This could be a penalty.
Let's go. Kerry, please watch him dipping in, please.
All right, so both of them with a little bit of a flinch.
Yeah. I think
warnings for each.
You say an eye for an eye. Both of them had a little movement.
There's not much wiggle room from here on out in terms of the flinching.
Yeah.
Hey, motherfucker! You never been hit like this, bitch. You've been hit by crackheads.
Hey, there's that self-belief I spoke about.
Hand and count.
Right on 3,
Okay, right hand on
Concrete
three.
cowboy
right hand
Hayden
on
Johnson.
three.
Not scared at all.
Trying to speak it into existence.
There's your measure. 1, 2. Fair blow. Stepping.
Had some heat on it. It had some heat on it.
Foul.
I didn't.
Stepping. Here we go. Come here, Blue.
Oh, that's huge.
You know, he picked him up a little bit. He picks up that left pivot foot there, right?
Blue.
Oh, and you see
there's the step.
Blue.
Slightly out.
Stepping.
Oh, and then his, yeah.
You have to call that. You
Both
hate
feet
calling
had
the
movement.
stepping. But you have to. That's the correct call.
Right. It's got to go out there.
One of these are going to sleep.
Okay? Right here, eat the shots. We'll get him in the next round, okay? Let's go.
Okay, listen. Okay, final recover. Listen to me. Both of you are rolling your shoulders up. No more. Keep your shoulders down. I don't care if you want to flex your neck, whatever, but do not bring you're deflecting the blow. I can't hit you. You're deflecting the blow. Keep it down. Here we go. Get set. Roll down. Right there. Do not bring your shoulders up. 1, 3. Okay, right hand on 3. Right hand on 3. There's your measure.
Kerry Hatley taking
1,
control.
2.
Line him up, sit it down.
He doesn't know where he's at right now.
No, we're done.
That's it. Trujillo does it again.
He is too consistent, too strong. His chin absorbs everything and his power shines through every time. He's the best in the sport.
He's so tough. He's so strong at lightweight.
7 in a row.
They couldn't get anybody who wanted to fight him until Hayden Johnson said yes. And now you see why. He is a dominant force in this sport.
Well, I don't want to take any shine away from what we just saw from the champion Robert Trujillo, but a guy that I'd like to see is Brian Scambler. He showed out tonight, but let's take a look at this knockout.
Tonight's Monster Knockouts brought to you by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast.
Big strike in round number 3 seals the deal for the champion. That slow fall, but when you saw that hand come up, you knew it was probably over. A lot of guys, when they get kind of phased out like that, that stiff arm comes out. Terry Hatley has saw enough. Hayden Johnson came in here with a lot of self-belief. Wasn't phased at all by the hype around Robert Trujillo, but the power was just too much tonight.
You know, I guess you can see why he's focusing on this sport instead of MMA. He's just so dominant.
He's found his niche. I mean, he's a lot of people don't quite, who have never watched Power Slap, they don't understand all the subtleties involved with the fouls and the being to absorb the strike, and Robert Trujillo has it figured out.
This official decision brought to you by VeChain, the crypto token partner of Power Slap.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kerry Hatley calls a stop to the match in round number 3, declaring the winner by knockout and still Power Slap lightweight champion of the world, Robert the Real Deal Trujillo.
I'm here for the winner and still the lightweight champion, Robert Trujillo. Man, you are unstoppable. I mean, even when you had your opponent in your face saying you hit like a bitch, you can take whatever, you don't listen, you delivered amazing slaps, knocked him out, still the champ.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I need. As a champion, I get a hit first now, but I feel like when I come out here and get hurt, when I get hit, that's when it brings out the dog in me. And, you know, I just said, after he said that, I just show him what real power I could bring.
What goes through your mind when you've got someone chirping in your face and you just know what you're capable of and you're about to deliver a slap like you did? What exactly goes through your mind?
I hear him screaming, and I just know exactly what he's gonna hit me with, and nothing's gonna bother me. So I know I just gotta hit him harder each round, and I'm gonna go fucking put his ass out.
All right, well, still the champ. Who do you want next?
I'm ready for whoever. You know, I walk around at 175. You know, gave me the winner of the 170 match. Give me Brian Scambler. He looked good tonight. I'm ready for whoever. But most of all, don't bet against me. I know there's a fucking loser out there who put 2,000 on Hayden. That boy's getting fucking kicked out of his house next month. I know that.
Anything else you'd like to say before we wrap this thing up?
I just want to give a big shout out. My parents, my son are here. My grandpa's here in Vegas. It was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Grandpa. I love you. I want a big shout out to my daughter back home. She graduated preschool today and I couldn't be there, so I had to come put on for her. I love all you guys.
Well, congratulations once again, a phenomenal performance. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still the lightweight champion, Robert the Real Deal Trujillo.
That post-fight interview brought to you by 10X. Feel the power of precision with 10X Health. Go to 10xhealthsystem.com. His daughter, his 4-year-old Ileana, home graduating from preschool, as he mentioned. His son Carter here tonight with him, making his first trip to Las Vegas. And how much fun is that for his son Carter? He's going to look for him right now. That is now 7 wins in a row for the lightweight champion. There's Carter there. Good job, Pops. Way to get it done.
Yeah, I think that was, he said the first time his son has seen him perform, and watch your dad go out there, put on a show like that, get the knockout, 2 belts on the shoulder and around the waist. Such an impressive performance. And what I love about this guy is not only does he perform, he called out the guy we were talking about and hyping up so much tonight. First round knockout from Brian Scambler. He said, yeah, he had an impressive performance. I'll take him next.
Yeah, Scambler looked great tonight. That would be an unbelievable matchup. And there is no doubt in my mind the toughest test for Robert Trujillo to date. But this guy is dominant. I would say Damian DeBell and Trujillo, probably the most dominant champions in the sport today.
I would agree. Pound for pound, maybe it's Trujillo. So impressive, has it figured out. And props to Hayden Johnson. You know, a lot of people didn't want to answer the phone call when they heard who the opponent could be with Robert Trujillo, but Hayden Johnson did that, gave it his best efforts, just came up short tonight.
One of 6 Power Slap champions is Robert Trujillo as he defends the title for the 2nd time. The Hawaiian Hitman at super heavyweight, DeBell at heavyweight Wolverine, Isaiah Quinones, who was our coach tonight, and Cole Young, of course, round out our list of champions. V-Chain Power Slap 20 Trujillo versus Johnson is presented by Dios Azul Tequila, the official tequila of Power Slap. Vegas Auto Gallery. Discover the art of refined performance at Vegas Auto Gallery, where excellence meets the road. 500 Casino, the world's best crypto casino. Play smart, hit hard. And Gorilla Elixir, the official alternative beverage of Power Slap. What a night it was here at the Chelsea at the Cosmopolitan, Las Vegas. As per usual, Power Slap 20 does not disappoint. Robert Trujillo, our lightweight champion, defending. Manny Muniz getting it done. Main card delivers with top shelf performances. We have some newcomers who are stepping up, like Brandon Wilson in his debut. And keep your eye on Scambler, Baby Yoda, doing backflips and potentially taking on Trujillo for the lightweight championship coming up next. Alan Joban with a yeoman's effort tonight, filling in for Michael Bisping. Babyface with a wake-up call in sudden victory against Andrew Provost. Hayden Johnson, welcome to the big show as Trujillo takes care of business. For Donovan Tarr, the rest of our production staff, I'm Dan Helly. Thanks so very much for joining us, and a great job by Jimmy Stewart in the broadcast booth tonight.